Master Dutchy Beats.
So yeah, people know that AC's always late. That's part of the shtick.
Chatting to my student, he was saying how much he loves the podcast. He said he can feel the chemistry and all that kind of stuff. But his one question, AC, is why is AC always late? So I had to explain the WhatsApp situation to him. He type it in character for character.
Oh, you're on mute. All right.
Yeah, no, man. Like, tell him I run on mixed race time, innit? That's how it goes. Mixed race
That didn't
people.
actually come from me.
We're always late.
I don't actually come from one white man to another white man.
Nah, tell him it came from me to you, and then
he's going to be listening to this. So yeah, he's going to be listening to this. So you've just
okay.
Yeah.
I'm still
mixed race people. We're confused, innit? We're very confused, so we're late all the time, innit?
I've got no opinion on that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But,
That's a bit of a mad one still.
Yeah, I got no opinion on that.
We'll leave that one.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not true either. But big up Dead Bonsai. Big up Scotty. Big Dead Bonsai. That's the guy that said it.
Gang.
Sick name as well.
That is a
Dead
sick
Bonsai.
name.
Yeah.
Because if I had a bonsai, I'd probably end up dead. Because
that's what he said. His son gave him the name because he keeps getting bonsai trees and they keep dying.
Well, maybe I should call myself Dead Goji, because I've had this goji berry plant, right, for over a decade. Yeah, looked after it. Like the way they work, they only bloom like once a year. So this year, and the more mature they get, the closer they get to like producing berries, isn't it? So it's never really produced berries before, but it was getting really close to it. And my wife let the fucking rabbits eat it. Came in and the fucking thing is just destroyed, man.
After you were talking about how clumsy your wife is, I don't want to laugh at this because it looked like it was quite painful, but I saw a post of her and she said she was on her skates and she just got hit by a random ball out of nowhere. Totally wasn't her fault at all.
You know what's bad as well, yeah? Like I saw the ball hit her, but it like when a ball hits you straight, when they kick it and it hits you straight, then you know that's a bad one. But it bounced a few times, so I was just like, all right, well, nothing. And then she was like, "Nah, look, my face is all cut up."
Yeah, it looked pretty serious in the picture.
Yeah, man, you got to duck and weave. You out there, man, out in these streets. Can't just be out there. You know what I mean? It's the way it goes down. It's really annoying though because like there's not a lot of places to skate. And so the one place we skate, which is kind of like the go-to, is like this little football pitch where all these little kids just come and they're playing football. And I got hit on the head like literally like 5 minutes after that happened to her. Like the ball, they're just kicking balls around randomly, so you're gonna get hit, but it's part of the game, man. Yeah.
Where is that? Is that Canterbury Park?
Nah, this is at what's it called? It's like the Adventure Playground, the Rec or something. It's at the end of Vicarage Road. So say you go.
Oh, like, I know where that is. Yeah.
But you carry on down where it used to be, but you carry on down over the hill, and there's a park there. It's there.
Yeah, it's like there's the back entrance to the hospital, and then there's like a little bridge thing, and it's down there. Yeah, it's right where Tony used to live as well.
Okay.
That used to be Tony's Manor.
Sick. But yeah, man, that's my spot.
WW West Watfords.
Come on, man, we rep Watford proper. Someone messaged me the other day and was like, "Why are you always going on about Watford?" I was like, "Because I live here, man. Like, what do you want me to do?"
Well, wouldn't you go on about Watford?
Exactly.
What would you do if you lived in Hogwarts or fucking Narnia? Talk about it all the time. Watford is comparable.
Speaking of Hogwarts and Narnia, though, yeah, I found a whole new area of Watford today.
Where?
Like a whole new. So
there's not many places in Watford that I haven't seen. Where is that?
This is a mad one, yeah. So you know where Croxley Business Park is?
Okay, yeah, I know nothing about Croxley Business Park. That's the one play.
It's not really. It's still Watford. It's not really Croxley, but they just call it Croxley Business Park and it's literally next door to Watford Business Park. It's just a roundabout. So basically, there's like 3 exits on this roundabout. Yeah. So the first one goes to Watford Business Park. The second one goes to Croxley Business Park, and the third one goes to fuck knows where. But I'm looking for places to skate. So I thought, let me drive down there. So I've driven down this road. And it looks like it's going to go to another industrial estate or maybe some more warehouses. Then it just goes into this cul-de-sac of houses, man. I was just like, what? There's houses there. There's a flat. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Shops. It's official if there's like a little row of shops.
There's no shop. There's no shops there. Okay. So, but then again, it's literally only 2 minutes from Morrison. So they're good. And I feel like if you walked, there's a way where you could walk and get to another place. But this way, the back. I was just like, what? This is like a whole nother place. It's like they've hidden it from us.
Because all that like kind of backs the canal as well, doesn't it? Like
that's what it is.
Yeah. The canal goes all the way along there. Yeah.
I was just like, what? You could live there and no one would ever know you exist. You could just be out there in your own. You know what I mean?
Like Narnia.
It's like Narnia or Hogwarts.
Hogwarts, yeah. What the fuck?
Because you're like, no one's ever gonna go down this third exit on the roundabout.
Yeah, it's like exit to the roundabout 9 3/4 or whatever it is in the film.
That's the shit, man.
That's a weird area, man. Like before they built the Morrisons and all that down there, that was purely just post office sorting stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like that's where they had all the trucks. Like
Corin's dad used to work there.
Yeah,
Tony used to work there as well, didn't he?
What's that?
Terry used to work there as well.
Terry. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Did
he? The Christmas. No, when they want extra people for Christmas, he did that. That was years ago, though, man.
Yeah, that was a big employer in Watford. Like that and the Mirror Printworks were like massive employers in Watford. And they're both gone now.
But yeah, we went there to shoot a video with Grit Grandma one time. And we found this I think we actually did shoot the video. It's this abandoned, it looked like an abandoned mechanics. And went there the couple of weeks after and it's all gone, man. They just bulldozed the whole thing.
They literally ripped that part of Watford up, took it somewhere else, and put a Morrison's there instead.
Yeah, we filmed the video with Parky Joker Star. Happy birthday, Joker Star, for today. And Philly, we filmed a video there as well. Yeah, man.
You find like an abandoned hospital down there, and you shot one of. Where was it? You found that abandoned fucking place, and you shot one of Ruthless's videos down.
That was Shenley.
Oh, was that Shenley? Was it? Right,
yeah,
right. I don't remember a hospital down there.
Yeah, that was a mad one. That was my first video I did for somebody else. That was the very first video I ever done.
It's a good video as well.
That was when I really cared about videos. Yo, let's get this angle and that angle, and then let's go over here. And you ain't getting that from me nowadays, man. Like, fuck off.
We weren't getting that 6 months later. Do you remember we shot the Grand Ruckus video?
That was your fault. That was don't blame me for that. I was still fucking all in at that point.
What happened?
I just got really fucking drunk. We didn't have a plan for it or anything. We literally filmed a lot of it on my laptop camera.
Yeah, that was the main stuff.
Yeah,
that was all of it.
That's pretty much all of it.
Yeah. You can't blame none of that for me. I just edited that. I edited it. I didn't film that one, so don't man. And I love that video as well. We watched that recently. I watched that recently, and I got your voice at the end going, well, it's not the best fucking video in the world. Yeah.
So what was the vibe of it though? That it was like low tech.
Yeah, the vibe was sick. The idea was sick as well. You can watch that. What's it called?
Grand Ruckus.
You don't give up.
Too nice.
Too nice. So basically, what Terry did, he just hollered at all his fans and was like, "Can you give us some videos of you dancing to this track?"
Yeah.
And loads of people did it, and that's actually sick because I guarantee now, if I go to my fans, yo, dance to this video, I ain't getting shit back. We had obviously enough footage. For a video, we probably could have got more as well. Like that was
quite. I was still getting videos for 6 months later. Yeah. People were sending me videos that didn't messages or whatever. But that was a good little video. Then it was what was it? It was me, you, Deadman, and Ruthless. Yeah. Fuck! I was absolutely hammered that day as well. I don't know what. I think I was drinking spiced rum in the old front room in West Watford. I don't know where Rob was.
No, you weren't. I think he did come at the end though.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he came.
Absolutely slated by me and went up to bed or something.
Yeah, probably. We're shooting a video, bro. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Cool. My house, but don't worry about
it. Fuck off, you fat cunt.
You're fatter than me, but
my belly out.
You're fatter than me, but okay. All right, don't worry. No, let's go. I'll go.
Have you got some diabetes to do or something? Go on, fuck off.
He's like, wait, sorry, I thought
he just had congratulations to Rob. He just had a baby yesterday. Not him personally. I know he looked pregnant, but
wait, was it yesterday?
Day before yesterday, something I got no time.
Nah, it was last week, man. It's a month ago. I saw the post. The baby's like 1 now, man. He's on his birthday.
I'm already his godfather. I was at his christening.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of babies, man. A lot of stuff going around. A lot of people in lockdown. We know what you were doing, man.
Yeah,
we know what you did last summer.
A lot of babies going around, yeah. More,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like they're like a disease, isn't it?
Pretty much, man. That's what we are to the earth. You know what I mean? It's a virus, isn't it? The real virus. We are the virus, man. That's what everyone's doing in lockdown, getting locked in.
And nothing wrong with a bit of bump and grind.
We can't even wait. No, we can't even say that. Can't use that reference.
Why?
Wait, can we? Who sung Bump and Grind?
No, that's Jodeci, isn't it?
Jodeci.
Oh, that's fine then. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, is it? No, is it R. Kelly? I always thought it was Jodeci.
I thought it was R. Kelly, but
I think it's R. Kelly, man.
I don't know.
It's R. Kelly.
Yeah, cut that bit.
we ain't gonna cut it, but we just can't really give it our all.
No.
Like,
can't really big him up.
Fuck all that shit. So what else is going on in the fucking world, man? What's going on in the world?
Lots of stuff, man. What is going on in the world?
Not much good, is it? Not much great in the political arena.
Tommy Robinson, what's his name?
Yeah, what's happened to him? Stephen Yaxley Lennon.
Yeah, man's giving him his real government name, but yeah,
that's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his name. Yeah,
I don't know that part, but yeah, he was at the pro Israel rally.
Okay,
he came down to show his support.
Yeah. Okay.
So you kind of know whenever you see him supporting you, you're
on the wrong side.
you might want to rethink what's going on. So yeah, I just saw that like literally before we just came on. So
see, for me at this point, right, I'm not taking a pro or anti anything apart from anti-murder and pro freedom. Like it's too honestly, it's way too complicated to say that I'm pro this or pro that. I'm by proxy, I'm pro Palestine. Because Palestine are the ones that are getting bombed the shit out of, and Palestine are the ones that are being subjected to apartheid, and Palestine are the ones that are being oppressed. Like, I'm not anti anything. I'm just like, apart from death, destruction, murder, especially of children and all that kind of stuff. But if Tommy Robinson's if Tommy Robinson's marching with you, you know that you might be on the wrong side of things.
People just need to fuck. That's what I think, man. Like,
or just wank, one of the two. Just get out your system.
Just fuck, man. Just they need to like have mixed kids, Palestinian and Jewish mixed kids or whatever, Israeli kids.
I think the problem is, it's never the people. Like, the people are just a fodder, innit?
Yeah.
So like, you might even have a cause, or you might think you have a cause, but it's not really down to you. It's down to the people in charge, and they have an agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You might not be privy to all of that agenda. You might be privy to certain parts of it. You might even understand the parts you're privy to have a certain historical relevance to you, or they've deemed it to have a historical relevance to you, but they're telling you one thing, but it's really for a whole nother reason. And I feel like that's a lot of it is a misunderstanding or misinformation.
And that's the thing, like, what possible condolence or reason is there in historical context of the dispute that justifies killing whatever it ended up being, like kind of 50 to 100 children? Like, I don't get that. There's no justification for that. No. There's no justification.
It's like, well, the people they're saying, Hamas are using people as human shields, and I'm like, well, then don't fucking bomb it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a human shield there. It. Why are you still bombing it or whatever? Because there's going to be a lot of kids killed.
Well, UNICEF.
If that's what you're saying.
Exactly, that's the point. If UNICEF, see, there's two schools of thought on that human shield thing in there. UNICEF went in there with the access that and this is the fucking deciding point, really, the access that they were allowed by Israel to go into Gaza, and that's the point. The access that they were given by Israel to get into Gaza, and UNICEF went in and they said they can't, like, kind of categorically say that that Hamas were using human shields because there's nowhere else to go.
It's so densely.
Yeah, exactly. There's nowhere else
populated,
to go. Like like Hamas say that they have like a rule of like kind of 30 meters or 20 meters that they're firing from away from schools and hospitals and stuff like that. But there's nowhere else to go. But even I can't remember the name of the guy. But the
Who
guy
Hamas say that they fire?
Yeah, that's what
30,
Hamas say.
When they fire a rocket.
That's what Hamas say.
Oh, when Hamas fire a rocket into Israel, they do it on a 30-meter rule.
Exactly. They do it on a 30-meter rule away from school, or 20 meters or 30 meters or something.
So what did Israel do? Do they do a 30-meter rule, or what? What's going on
there? They don't need to. Their Skynet thing, or whatever it's called, is out in the middle of no man's land. So they're just fucking firing off.
Because I was watching one thing on it, and it was saying that they're saying first they give a warning shot, but the warning shot is literally like a mortar like dud that lands on top of your roof. So you hear like this bounce, and then you got like a few seconds or whatever, I don't know, a few minute to get the fuck out of your house, and then it blows up because
they actually like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but they will not with the mortar shot. I didn't hear about that, but what they'll do quite often is they'll phone, like Israel will phone the people, like whoever's doing it in Israel will phone the people in a particular building, like 1 or 2 people in this building, and say, get out of the building, tell all your neighbors to get out of the building because we're about to blow it up. And they'll have like 20 minutes or something to evacuate the building.
Yeah.
Fucking mad, isn't it? But the thing about the human shield thing, like I can't remember the name of the guy, but the leader of Hamas has actually said, he hasn't admitted to using human shields, but he said that everybody in Gaza is willing to give their life. So.
Oh. Yeah, it's just fucked, isn't it, man?
It's fucked, and I doubt that's true either. That's just fucking hyperbole, isn't it? But most densely populated place in the entire world, like fucking using helicopters to blow up buildings. What do you think is going to happen if they know that they're using human shields? Don't. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to get too far into it, but it's the most sophisticated fucking military, one of the most sophisticated militaries in the world, with like some of the most like Mossad people who could probably just go into Gaza, fucking murk out who they needed to murk out, and then just leave instead of bombing children. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's ceasefire now, anyway, isn't it?
Oh, it's a ceasefire now.
Yeah,
that's
they
some good news at least.
Yeah, a couple of days ago now, like 3-4 days ago.
See. Okay.
Again, my frame of my time reference is fucking horrible. So yeah.
Nah, we said World War III, mate. It's all done. It's all gone. Everything's gone. It's just us left in this bunker.
Because there was someone who was saying to me about that it's the people's right to the land or whatever from thousands of years ago.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, so I was just like, well, what about the people of Jericho? Do you know what I mean? They were living there before when Joshua came and they took Jericho and everything. So what?
Yeah, but God let them do it.
Fucking 2021. It's 2021. Like,
what were you gonna say, Jen, about the
no, I said it was God, innit? So if God says you can have it, so then you can't really say nothing to that.
I can't believe people are justifying arguments with that they're it's their land and it's their land or whatever. There's people fucking living on there. It's occupied. They like Israel won that land through a war. Like what? Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like the whole thing is ridiculous. But with that said as well, fuck anti-Semitism. Fuck anti-Semitism.
Yeah, for real. There's no need to be like that either.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. It's like you're always gonna have people that use
this is an
hijack. Yeah, man, you're hijacking. It's like
jumping off point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it's about, man.
Yeah.
They don't have to do it.
No.
But
it's like the racists jumping in and going, yeah, all lives matter. Like that.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are the all lives matter people when children are dying in
right now? Yeah,
in Gaza. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, give Tommy Robinson his due. He's there now, innit? So
he's
on the wrong side. Oh, shit. He tried, man. Yeah. Some more important things, man. I got this. It's Jaffa donut.
Fucking hell! Nice.
Oh, I saw
What's
that.
It like?
It's all right, man. It's a bit sweet, but
Is it like a proper chocolate coating on top, like all
only
over
on the top? Yeah, chocolate over the top.
Then spongy on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of chocolate on donuts, but it works.
Oh, what does it have? Does it have orange in the middle or something?
Yeah, there's some orange in it as well. It's not really a donut, to be fair. It's just a Jaffa cake.
It's just a massive Jaffa cake.
A massive Jaffa cake with a hole in the middle. so they could save some money. Like, how can we make it less? Put a hole in the middle. It's a donut. Yeah, some dickhead will buy it.
I
Here
fucking
we are.
love Jaffa Cake.
That's like the guy who does did the burgers on that film. What's that film with Tom Cruise when he gets shot in Vietnam and he comes back? Born on the 4th of July, and his mate
I've
is
never
running
seen that film.
That film's sick. That's a really
Is it?
good film, man. Yeah, really good. Like his friend
Expanse.
before he goes. Nah. The Expanse is sick anyway.
Princess Diana.
Princess Diana. She never made a film.
You ain't respecting your takes anymore, AC. You're not respecting your takes.
What was the one after the Expanse? He said, Terry.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. I
Dark
stand
Knight.
by that, man.
You're a punk, man. You're a punk for that,
I
man.
stand by that for real. I saw. You know what? I saw a YouTube video by this geezer. It was in support of my argument about the Dark Knight. I'll send it to you.
Was his name AC as well? We're getting a lot of this.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of this. AC's got a little gang, man.
Was he in a padded cell making fucking dirty protests with his own shit?
No, I like Batman Begins and I like the third one, but Dark Knight was just didn't have a vibe for me, man.
Did have a vibe. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
We're
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not
No,
doing
we're not
this.
doing
Let's
this.
move
We're
on.
not
Let's
doing
move on.
it. Yeah.
Cool.
That was
I didn't
my
want to-
fault. Throw my
Born on
hands
the
up
4th of
that.
July,
That was my
yeah.
fault.
Back to the subject. Born on the 4th of July. His mate is running like a McDonald's kind of drive-through for me. It's his own thing, innit?
Yeah.
And he makes the burgers with a hole in it, like polos, innit?
Okay.
So, and then that's where he puts the sauce. So he
Okay.
gets sort of people to put the sauce in the hole in the burger bit on the bun, and he's saving money on the burger patties because they're less. And he goes, I always get the perfect amount of sauce on the in the middle.
That wouldn't work really because you'd have to make it. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
You just bite into it and have like a massive thing of
Oh, that's
mustard or tomato
disgusting.
sauce right in the middle.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
The
No, but when
perfect
you're
amount of
putting-
sauce, but you eat a burger like that and then go like that. with the
Surely
sauce.
when you're putting the bun on it, it spreads it all out, innit?
That's the point. Yeah. That's how you
Dollop,
want
it
Yeah.
spread it.
That's
So
how you
go,
want
Not if it's just sitting
Yeah,
in
so
a
you want-
reservoir in the middle.
No. The bun didn't have the hole. It was just the burger had the hole in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
still the physics.
Yeah, that's
of it
still
is
that's not working. That's not gonna work.
You're still it's still like a reservoir of sauce
Yeah, that's
right in
gross.
the middle of the, and it doesn't go all the way over the top of the burger. Then does it?
Yeah,
It
We're
just sits in
talking
the
about a
middle.
burger that's like that thick. You
That's
know
how
them-
that's how McDonald's burgers are. They're that like it's still
Yeah.
not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. Tell Tom
Burgers in
Cruise.
real life are that thick.
Tell Tom Cruise.
Photographs are like that, but
Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise, like me and Tom Cruise are not on speaking terms.
Nah, I don't
Is
believe
it?
that, man.
I thought you were a
don't believe
Scientologist, AC.
Oh,
Nah,
believe
man, we're not. We exposed him ages ago on Euthanasia.
Cruise-
We said Tom Cruise eats babies. That's what we said.
that.
At the end
Yeah,
of
but
that song.
I thought you lot pieced it up, man. Because I see
Nah,
Tom
man.
in Watford a lot of times. He's at the Grove and whatever. I think
Yeah,
he's got a
thought-
house out here, man.
I thought you were at one of his barbecues where they
Yeah.
were rotisserie and a baby.
No, that weren't me, man. That
Terror
weren't me.
didn't give him a London ban. Terror didn't give him a London ban, so I thought it was all good, didn't it?
That was Terror that squirted him in the face with a water pistol in Leicester Square, innit?
That
You
wouldn't,
seen that one?
nah.
What,
it
Tom
wouldn't-
Cruise?
It wouldn't
You ain't
surprise
seen
me.
that? When he's in Leicester Square, the guy squirts him in the face with a water pistol and he's not happy, man. He's like,
That
"Why'd you
wasn't
do that?"
Terror, though, was it?
Nah.
Okay,
Tom Cruise is a serious guy, man. He's a serious guy.
like,
I
Why would you
wouldn't
do that?
fight Tom Cruise 100%. Like, I
Nah, he
definitely.
Even at this age, how old is Tom Cruise now?
About 58 or something like that.
Yeah.
60. Because like all them Hollywood actors, they train in it when they're doing the fight things. They actually
Yeah.
train in all the.
Yeah, but he does all
the
his own
things.
stunts as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's like a proper tough guy.
Yeah.
58 years old, man. He'll kick
Yeah.
my ass, man.
Yeah, 100%.
If it's saying he's 58, you know that's a lie. He's about 62.
He's
or
about
something,
70 because he got
Yeah.
that what's it
baby
called?
eating. The
Yeah.
adrenochrome. What?
Yeah.
No? Is that what it is?
What religion is he? Scientology.
Scientology.
Yeah, man. They gave him the robot thing, so he's got like
Oh.
he's a cyborg and some shit.
So he's got the chip in the vaccine before we even
yeah, 100%.
knew about the vaccine.
Like he didn't even wear, but he. That's why. Did you see where that on the movie set where people went
Yeah, he was going
adhering
ballistic.
to COVID
Yeah.
Yeah, he
regulations?
went mental, didn't he?
went
Yeah.
nuts.
But I mean, at the
It's
same
his
time,
production. It's his
Yeah,
production
yeah,
company,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So if they get caught out,
yeah.
they get shut down
Shut
and
down,
he
yeah.
millions. But
All
he's
jokes
been
aside, all jokes
Oh.
aside, I was like, nah, respect for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went in. He went in. He had to do that though, innit? He had to do that.
he's like
So-
75% nanobot at this point, anyway. Isn't he?
Yeah, it was cool. I like that because I think people don't. We had this discussion earlier. Actually, no, I didn't have a discussion here. It was with Mike about how there's so much riding on these movie productions. Like there's so many jobs that go into it.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially at that time where we were deep in the pandemic, you're trying to get things done at a deadline with a skeleton crew. And you got people that are, you know what I mean, jeopardizing the whole thing. Like, of course, you're gonna go mad. Like, we're the money we're gonna lose anyway. Because you have to remember as well, you're making a movie, yeah. A lot of your movie budget is based on the projections. What's it gonna do in the cinema? Cinema ain't even a thing right now. So you can't even be like, yo, all that cinema money you were talking about, that's gone, bro. So he's thinking, right, the money's gone. Now we really have to make a profit on this, or. I mean, it's not gonna work.
And you see, is the cinemas open now in England or not?
They are actually. Yeah, I checked yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, wicked!
I checked yesterday because I want to go see something.
I want to see Dune in the cinema, man. I don't want to see that at home.
Oh yeah, shit,
the original or the new one?
The new
one.
The new one. I want to see that in the cinema. That's the kind of film you got to see on a big screen, innit?
I need to watch the original, man, because I never seen the original.
The original, like,
weird film, man.
It's good. I enjoyed it. But some people don't like it because they say it deviated too much from the book. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it. But
because the book as well.
Yeah. The thing about the
AC, where you get time to do this shit, man?
This
was years ago when I was going Birmingham, to sell CDs. I was going on a train originally.
Oh, okay.
So I had time. So I just buy books in W.H. Smith before I got on the train and just read them.
So before the CDs, at the service station, it was books. At W.H. Smith.
Yeah.
I like. You know what? I like. It's on brand. It's on brand. I respect that. I respect that.
He definitely bought like the Ronnie Corbett autobiography. Or something.
No, that didn't. Man.
I'll tell you something else about the two Ronnies.
4 candles. 4 candles.
But yeah, no,
the Notebook, the greatest love story ever told.
Because June the books, the first 2, right? That's about the geese.
There's more.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's 6 of them. I've only read the first 2. So what they're about though is not putting your faith in charismatic leaders. That's what they're about. And in the film, they subvert that and make him into like a prophet figure, and it all just goes right for him. Yeah.
Same.
But in the new film, I don't know what they're gonna do. Whether it's gonna be like that. So
I wasn't even gonna get into. Normally we save the movie talk till later, yeah. But I watched Army of the Dead.
Is it good?
I was gonna watch it tonight actually after this.
Right, we're gonna chill then. We'll save that till next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay. What's it on?
Netflix.
Oh, I can't watch it. I ain't got it.
You ain't got Netflix, bro.
No, but I got Cinema HD app in it, so I'll just watch it on that.
All right, cool. But we won't say that. We'll cut that bit out.
My bad.
Don't want you to be like a degenerate.
Yeah, but I used to pay for Netflix, so you know. I've done my bit.
So they
you know what?
me.
I went into the car dealership the other day, and I was like, "Yo, give me that, man." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Give me that." Nah, man, I paid for the old car. I want that shit. Right, stop playing.
I got a 2001 Rover. I want this new model.
That's what he's been doing.
I was looking at Jags. I was looking at getting a Jag.
Yeah.
I was looking at Jaguar XJ.
Okay.
Not the new ones, the old ones.
Okay.
2008. Okay. The 2008 one. That's the.
What are you looking at price-wise for something like that?
You can get them for like 3, 4, 5 grand.
Really?
Which one? XJ.
XJ. Yeah, the XJ. 2008 one. XJ. That's where the shape was similar to like the old school Jags before they.
Yeah, they got the round lights.
Yeah. I was looking at them.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get one of them.
That's pretty nice, man. It's got a nice look.
Yeah.
Looks like a real car. Let's see what they got Auto Trader.
Have you seen what they've done to the Vauxhall or Opel Manta? Have you seen that?
No.
The old one.
I haven't heard of Opel Manta in years.
They turned it into an electric car. Yeah, they brought it back. Yeah, they brought it back and they made it into an electric car, and it does not look shit. Like all the other electric cars look rubbish, in my opinion. Like, this one looks sick. It just looks like the old one, but it's got like those the running lights. You know how all these cars have running lights on them now, strips. Got them on there, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm hoping that now I'll be able to just take my car and get it changed to an electric car. Then I don't have to buy these crappy looking plastic.
You can do that, but it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, but when the price goes down, innit? I want the price to go down, and then I'll do it.
The price is never going down with a custom car.
That Jaguar XJ
that
you're talking about looks exactly the same as your car.
Exactly, but it's a Jag.
Pretty much.
It doesn't make any difference. It's exactly the same car.
Yeah, but I'll have this. I'll have my the Rover 75 as the backup, yeah, and then I'll have that one.
Bro, you can get one with like, okay, 2008, yeah, with 72,000 miles, which for that car isn't really bad.
No, that's good.
But for $8,000.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Is that the diesel or the petrol?
That's the diesel. That's the turbo
the diesel. I would get the diesel because I'm going on a motorway. But then the problem is if I get a gig like in certain areas in London that's got that ULEZ thing, and I'll be fucked. Then I had to pay like 12 quid just to get into the place and out. So it's a bit annoying.
Bro, they got one here. They got a diesel one here, man. 107,000 miles in it, which is nothing for you. You don't care about that shit.
No.
$4,000. And it's at Kings Langley. It's down the road, bro.
Well, what is it though? So is it the Sovereign or what? Is it the Sovereign?
That one, that exact one that is that tells
Is it Sovereign? Is it Sovereign?
Sovereign.
Okay, yeah, because you want to get the Sovereign, because they got the leather piping on the seats and they've got the wood grain wheel. They got the wood grain wheel. I don't want a car if it ain't got the wood grain wheel. Fuck that. Like it has to have the wood grain wheel, the wood.
I'm sure
dash.
you must have a wood grain wheel in there somewhere knocking about.
No, I ain't got one. I ain't
Why's
got
that
one.
gone out of focus?
Because it was focusing on your it was focusing on the picture.
Yeah.
But you get closer.
Yeah.
No.
It's just what my sight looks like all the time.
Yeah. see. No, I need the wood, man. I need wood grain wheel.
You got it.
So
wood and leather.
Yeah, but you know what? The leather I'm not really bothered about. I'd rather have velour.
Your car's a vegan nightmare.
Yeah, I'd rather have velour, innit?
Diesel, leather, wood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not bothered about the leather. I'm not bothered about, and the wood is fake plastic wood anyway. It's not real, is it? So like,
you'd rather have velour, like so. The inside of your car would be like a Sean John tracksuit.
Sean John. Yes. The velour's banging. You know when you're sitting on velour in the car, that's bang. Like, cause leather, I'm not really bothered because I just feel sorry for the cows. Like you're sitting on something's skin.
Yeah, I like your
like
thinking.
It's weird, isn't it? You're sitting on something's skin. So synthetic leather. I'm more on the synthetic leather thing. I'd rather have that than real leather because I'm like, I'm sitting on like this is like I'm like Buffalo Bill from fucking Silence of the Lambs, isn't it?
But I never got this.
Yeah.
Why leather? Like leather in a car. Like forget if you got heated seats. Yeah, just say normal leather in a car, right?
Yeah.
When is it ever good? In the winter it's cold.
Yeah.
No. Summer is
hot.
It's
the same as leather couches. Leather couches are fucking horrible.
I do not get it.
Even not from a vegan point of view or whatever.
No, yeah.
Leather couches is just shitbag.
Yeah.
Because you got like, have you ever tried to sleep on a leather couch around someone's house?
It's the horrible. Your face just sticks to that shit. It's horrible, man.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
It's why is skin, isn't it? It's cow skin.
Let's think about this. Yeah, what's the psychology in now times? Of having leather, really anything. Like I kind of get leather shoes, because of the way leather it molds to whatever it's on.
Okay.
So it becomes more like, and it's a durable material. So leather shoes, you're outside, you're walking, you want something that's durable.
And if you're starving, you can boil them as well, eat it.
Charlie Chaplin did do that. I don't think it was real though, but let's move on.
No, people were doing that, in Stalingrad, they were doing that before they started eating kids and dead bodies and shit. They were eating that. They were eating leather shoes, leather boots. You can do that. You can eat leather boots.
Okay, so Charlie Chaplin was making a commentary on society at the time. He wasn't trying to be funny.
No.
Wait, when did he do that in one of his films?
Yeah, one of the most famous ones.
Oh, okay.
He eats a shoe.
But, you can do that, man.
I understand it for shoes, but at the same time, we have material that's better than leather for shoes. But I do not understand leather. Like, why are you wearing?
Hold on, there's something banging. I'm going to come back in a second.
Cool,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Why are you using skin for a couch, man? Like,
it's like when people have crocodile skin boots and snake skin this and all that kind of thing. Like, yeah, it's weird. I don't get it, man. I mean, obviously, like you saying, back in the day, they were really good materials, maybe resistant, like whatever. But now it's like, yeah, if we've got better materials that we can make, then there's just no point.
I feel like hemp is like the god fiber. Like you can make anything out of hemp. Like hemp clothes, you could probably make a hemp style leather. Like hemp is the one.
Yeah.
It's being suppressed. We need to legalize that shit. Get it out there. Use it for everything.
Yeah, for real. I thought they were though anyway now, innit?
What, legalizing?
For hemp to be used for all that kind of stuff, innit? For manufacturing shit?
I guess so, but just not enough though, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hemp is it's really weird. Like hemp is like a magical material. What's going on, Terry? They trying to get in the yard. You're right.
No, it's a fucking wind blowing.
Seen.
The wind's got up again. It was blowing my front gate.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I got to put like a wedge in it or something like that to like wedge it in.
Yeah.
You know, I got that front gate and then it goes down the alleyway and then the front door's behind there. It's fucking woke me up the other night. It just sounded really loud, like it properly woke me up the other night. Fucking cameraman.
It's stuck on
that, man.
Stuck on fucking stupid. That's what it's stuck on.
If it's up, all right, cool.
That's looking better when you're close.
I just hold it like that.
Yeah.
What
Right, ladies.
What about? So let's talk music, man. You don't listen to J. Cole album?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, not so. What a surprise, AC. Oh shit! I thought
I meant to? Was that my homework?
That was kind of. Yeah, I did mention it. Like it's when we're talking about the big three. Yeah, like the main hip hop rappers, artists out here right now. You're
Kendrick
talking
Lamar,
Kendrick,
J. Cole, MC8.
Wait, what?
MC8, did you say? MC8, yeah?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
For you. Too short.
Me, I'm on Zero right now. You know Zero? He's my favorite rapper from America.
Zero. Where's he from? The Bay Area. What part?
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay. See.
Yeah. Because he's got a really good voice when he raps and he can sing as well.
How was his mouth when he raps?
I can tell that he knows. I can tell. Yeah, he pronounces words properly, so I can tell he's using.
Did he do any cock stops?
No, I don't think he's doing any glottal stops. You know, I don't think he's doing them because it's very smooth. It's very smooth. Like Snoop has a lack of glottal stops as well. He's very smooth with it.
This shit. Yeah,
bruv, it's true.
I don't give a fuck.
What can I say?
Stop
This is
right
technique,
now.
bruv. This is technique.
I want to hear it. I don't want to hear
technique, man.
What do you think of the J. Cole album?
I listened to it probably 3 or 4 times. I thought it was good, man. I think as far as a project, it's probably my second favorite. And
Really?
and I need to say, I'm not as big of a J. Cole fan as you are.
Yeah.
But I liked it, man. I thought it was cool. There was, I don't know. I've got like a weird idea of who J. Cole is. So a lot of the time when he's talking about the street stuff, I'm just like, come on, bro, allow it.
He's some geezer, isn't it? He's like a geezer.
Everyone's a geezer, but he's just like, he's a college guy and all that. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, him trying to talk about, even just talking about the streets, to me is a little bit like, I don't know.
What is he talking about? Is he saying, "Oh, these people are getting killed" or something?
Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, my guys do this, and everyone's that. And it's like, yeah, all right, man.
Yeah,
yeah, I know, but you ain't got to speak about it like that.
So
but
that's not the first time he spoke like that, because this album does come off a little bit more like kind of street conscious than maybe his other projects. I've got to admit, I haven't warmed to it yet, and this is what happened with his last album as well. Like it took me a little while to warm to it. I think it's a really good album. It's a really, really good album, but it just hasn't given me an emotional effect yet.
So he's not talking about blowing people's brains out himself.
No.
Yeah,
not shit.
No,
Do you remember when LL Cool J did that album, 14 Shots to the Dome? Yeah. And he was going to gunman flex and that. I didn't really feel that album. It wasn't really doing it for me.
But see, this is the thing, though. Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Somebody like LL Cool J,
yeah,
who again, I guess, got rich and famous too early to really be in the streets. But he was from the streets, though. He was from. Originally from like out of town, then moved to Queens and all that stuff. So to me, it's like, yeah, you know that stuff, but we didn't find you like that. So you rapping like that, it kind of goes backwards, because the way you're supposed to go, you kind of come into this world, you know what you know, but then you know better, so you do better. Yeah. So for you to know better and then go backwards and be like, yo, I'm a tough guy now. It's always kind of for me. It's always like. That's corny, man. Don't do
I
that.
really liked his album before that, the one Mama Said Knock You Out on. That album I thought was sick. Yeah.
Shut the fuck, like AC, I swear to God. Why are we talking about LL Cool J's albums?
He's
LL Cool J album came out in 1972. We're talking about
new music, and all of a sudden we're talking about not even close to being his best fucking album. Came out in
We're talking about LL Cool J's fucking independent album that he put out about.
LL Cool J dud album, like the one that
14
basically
shots to the dome. Is that his dud album? Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically like when that came out. That was like at his end of his like Def Jam tenure. Like he was getting chucked off Def Jam at that point.
Oh,
but yeah, the J. Cole album. I tell you what, I really liked was 21 Savage. I thought 21 Savage fucking killed it.
Killed that, yeah. Them two together, and it's funny because that song kind of sounds like the last one they did together.
Yeah.
I could see them doing an EP or project together. That'd be sick. And to me, that's how I want to hear it, because obviously 21 Savage is gonna come with the street shit. Like he's gonna talk that gangster shit. Plus, he's the best UK rapper. Like, so it's him.
Yeah.
And then J. Cole's come with his thing, and it works. It works really well. Like, do you? Don't try to do that. Just do you. At the same time, I'm always understanding. It's just my opinion. Like, I number one, I don't know how involved J. Cole is in the streets. And even if he's not, and he wants to rap that way, like, who gives a fuck, man? Let J. Cole do what he wants to do. I've realized what my beef is with J. Cole is. I realized what it really is, man. It's pure jealousy.
I remember my friend, I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to bait him out in it. We was in Wembley Arena and Wiley turned up in a car.
What car was Wiley driving? The BMW?
I don't know. He was a passenger in the car. I can't remember where it was. But he was like, yeah, safe Wiley, how you doing? He was like, yeah, cool, man, cool. And then he was there for a bit. I walked off. And then later, seen this guy. He was a rapper as well. He was like, yeah, man, I saw Wiley. I just wanted to pull in, just like jump in the flipping window and pull him out by his ears. And I was like, why? He goes, because he's doing better than us. I was like, yo. I was like, what the fuck?
Without even saying who that is, I know who you're talking about. You know what?
So nah, man, you got to let him have his time to shine, innit? Everyone has their time, man. Like, he's 100%. In there now, isn't it?
My jealousy doesn't really come from him doing better. Like, I think that's sick. My jealousy comes from the type of rapper he is, the type of content he does, the way he does it, and the fact that he's not a better rapper than me.
Okay.
Like, objectively, I've always listened to J. Cole and be like, nah, J. Cole can bar.
What's the type of content you're talking about? The similar to you? Or
just like when you're talking in broad strokes. So when you're just talking sense about life. About life in general.
You could have made Forest Hills. Like that album, I could see you making that album. Like a different gen. But the same content, like the same like kind of depth of content and like kind of, you know, I don't know how to describe it.
I know what you're saying.
The soulful content is not it's not the typical rap content, but the way that he sings and the way that he raps and stuff like that. You are a better rapper than him, but the way that he kind of falls between singing and rapping, we're still like a kind of still very hip hop like kind of sing to it as well. That's why I like it. That's exactly what I like.
That's why I like AZ, innit? AZ's doing his thing. He just has all the soul samples and all that shit, and he don't give a fuck. He just does what. Like AZ's album,
Young Buck AZ.
Yeah, but AZ's albums, I think they've got better as they've gone on.
I think so
I
too.
I did really, really like the last thing he did. I don't know if it turned into an album, but he released a load of tracks like the middle of last year.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
AZ is somebody who you can tell doesn't stop making music. Like you can tell he's someone who stays in shape and carries on making music.
And his subject matter as well has grown.
Yeah,
it's not like what you were saying about the J. Cole thing. AZ's not really doing that stuff anymore. He's talking about other stuff that he's. Do you know what I mean? Like his life has moved on to different things, and he's talking about that subject matter. And that's the same as Shock G. Shock G was like that as well. He was talking about other stuff different to what he was talking about when he was in Digital Underground.
He wasn't talking about getting busy in a Burger King bathroom.
That should always be the way.
He was talking about threesomes. He was talking about threesomes more. Like I remember because he had a thing like he said like obviously he knew Tupac in it. He was like when Tupac was like hit that age he was, and he was like into this kind of like brotherhood and repping for your friends and all that kind of stuff. I was more into. I just started finding out about threesomes and group sex and and orgies and shit. And then he started rapping about that's where his lane was. So he's like him and Pat kind of like
went to different ways.
Diverged. Yeah. But speaking of jealousy, when I was at school, I was always jealous of the hippie kids. You know, the kids who were hippies and that. I was
You
jealous
mean
of
they're
them.
hippies or their parents are hippies or they just come from
Maybe
that?
their parents were hippies, yeah, whatever the fuck. But they all seemed like very. I was jealous that they were very happy with being themselves.
Okay.
And they were carefree, so I was jealous of them for that.
But I kind of feel like you were yourself at school. I can't see you being like a follower or like a.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't say I was a follower, but I was myself. But I was
You just weren't happy with it.
Yeah, and I was jealous of how they were so free with their expression and their emotions.
How many hippie kids went to your school?
There was a group. There was a whole group.
A whole group of them.
Yeah,
They
They used to turn up every day in like VW campers and just shout.
I think one of them might have
Do you
had a
know what?
VW camper. Yeah, but they were wearing like flares and corduroy and like play guitars and shit. And they had like.
Where'd you go to school? 1960s San Francisco.
Woodstock.
There was
He was at
like,
Woodstock.
wasn't there that group at your school in the 90s? This was the
No,
90s, in the
not
late
at all.
90s,
Nah,
man.
Everybody was as everyone in my
And
school.
then you had like
I didn't have any
nutters.
Nazis. I didn't have any hippies.
Nah, there was
Oh,
no
yeah, we had
nutters.
didn't have any-
hippies.
I remember all the samurai kids at my school.
Oh,
yeah, samurai kids.
samurai kids. What, they used to come in with blades like
It's
samurai
swords,
swords
yeah,
and shit.
full samurai traditional regalia.
Oh,
And have
okay.
like spars.
Oh.
Like have sword fights.
Terry, did
Yeah.
at any time one of them have a sword fight and like got sliced through, but didn't realize they were dead, and then just started slide their
And just-
body,
yeah.
top half side sliding off.
Their eyes just went.
You seen
What's
that film? That Resident Evil film? You seen that? The first
Which one? There's a bunch of them.
The first
oh yeah,
one, the first-
that's sick with the lasers.
The alien.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually a
deep,
really
man.
good one.
That's
I
sick,
really
man.
like that Resident
That was
Evil
deep.
film.
That
What's
was
it
I watched that
on?
quite recently, actually.
What film is it? It's not fuck, man. I don't know if it's an anime film or is it maybe like one of the lone wolf samurai films anyway. And he's like, I always wanted to cut someone. No, I always loved cutting someone's throat
Jesus
and hearing
sampled
the
it, innit?
air.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah.
Liquid swords, innit? Yeah, you sampled that.
I think it's from Samurai Assassin, whatever. Shogun Assassin. It might be
Shogun
Shogun
Assassin,
Assassin.
yeah.
Probably is because the whole album was taking bits from that, innit?
Yeah, even
And
the
he's like,
beginning.
To
Like
hear
the-
to hear it from my own throat is. He said something. I don't know.
Is it
remarkable
intolerable or something?
Yeah,
Is it intolerable or inconceivable or something like that?
it's like,
And he dies, innit?
you're having a whole conversation before you die, like that's crazy, man. Nah, but you know what? Like, I think J. Cole is cold. I think he's I think he's a good rapper, but there's always a little bit of me like, yeah, not good. But and somebody who I don't feel it from is somebody like Dave. So I'm never really jealous of Dave because I feel like Dave does a lot of the same things I do, but I just feel like as a rapper, a lot of times Dave is just better than me as a rapper. So it's never like where I could do that. It's like, nah, shit, I couldn't do that. Like what you did there was incredible. A song like Black to me is like, to have the idea to do that, to put it in the way you did it, that's level. So for me, I don't think you can ever have any feelings of jealousy to someone who's better than you. Because that ain't your lane, bro. You ain't even supposed to be there. But I've never heard a J. Cole bar and been like, damn, I just know where
J. Cole doesn't spit those kind of bars though. Like they did, like because he's not techers and he's not lifestyle. He's like
he's personal. He's him. He's talking his
personal.
life.
Yeah, he's talking his life. So I don't know. He doesn't pull bars like that. I mean, that bar where he's talking about giving it all up and drinking oat milk for the girl that he's in love with. It's like that's not
relatable shit.
It's relatable shit, but that's like, oh fuck it. But it's not. Yeah. It's not the aggressive fucking hell. That's a bar. Like,
what was he giving up? Drinking?
No, he was just
cow's milk.
No, he was just like an analogy, just saying I'll give it all up for you and I drink oat milk or whatever it was. I can't even remember what the bar was, but I remember the context of it. I don't remember the bar. I just remember like the way that it made me feel, and that's what I mean with like with.
Did it make you feel like getting some oat milk?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So he might have been asked to write that bar by an oat milk company.
There isn't any conspiracy here, AC.
No,
you never know.
No, wait. So Oatly, the company, Jay-Z has a stake in Oatly.
Really?
Okay,
Jay-Z,
yeah.
Rock Nation, who signed J. Cole. They might have
J.
hit him up.
Cole.
There you go. Okay,
Oh,
okay. I take it all back, AC.
J. Cole, like listen to that.
Yeah, wait.
Sounds a bit like Oatly.
J. Cole.
Do you know what I mean?
J. Oats.
Cole. Do you know what I mean?
J. Oats does sound like a rapper.
They both got an O.
Yeah,
Oatly's got an O.
I think we're reaching that
Cole's
bit.
got an O.
I think we're reaching that bit, but I think there's definitely something there.
But maybe you know the song where he's talking about wanking over the girl.
No, there's not a song about wanking over a girl. So basically,
I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think that's a real thing.
Not a real thing. I don't even know that he talks about wanking in it, to be honest.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
I swear he does. Someone said
there might be a dry humping line or something.
No, we can't get away with playing music on here, can we?
No. He said he wanted to.
Not for YouTube, no.
No. Yeah, he said jerking off over the girl or whatever. Maybe that was for
the oat milk.
No, not for oat milk. Maybe he got sponsored by
OnlyFans,
Sperm Bank,
Sperm Bank or OnlyFans or what's it called, Planned Parenthood. Do you know what I mean? Because they wanted him to bust out all over the wall instead of in the girl.
Let's stop there.
But then at the same time,
AC Sharp.
Do you remember? Wait. This is where I'm going to. It's all.
I don't know if I want to know where you're going though, man.
But McDonald's were offering rappers money back in the day to talk about McDonald's in their songs positively. I
just mentioned McDonald's. I mentioned Big Mac they owe me money then. I mentioned Big Mac and Jiggle. I want my money.
But were you talking about it positively?
I just said take the pickles out of my Big Mac. That's positive.
Okay, yeah, you could probably get them though, because I had that tune Super Size Me, which was cussing off McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, so they ain't give me no money. That's
probably why they don't like you. That's probably why they didn't sponsor this podcast, to be fair. But speaking of J. Cole's bars, you know, and we'll talk about album a little bit more. But the Dreamville album, he goes ham on the Dreamville album.
Yeah.
He just doesn't go as ham as everyone else on there. But he's that song. What's that song? I was a fucked up. I was just down bad. I had to tighten the fuck up. Now I'm back for the crown. Oh shit!
See
that track is fucking incredible.
But that flow, when he does that flow, that kills it every single time. Like with the multi syllables and stuff.
He kills it. But at the same time, all the other rappers on there, they kind of outshine him a little bit. He shines because he's the one in it. He's J. Cole.
Yeah.
The song he did with Kendrick, Baby, and the other guy, I don't know what the other guy's name is. And Baby just kills it. He does, but he smacks it as well. But he's not. He's never like the best on a posse cut. Like,
no, I mean, he's not a shit rapper. There's no two ways about it. He's not a shit rapper, and he can spit that freestyle that he did with the Bill Cosby line and stuff like that. Wicked, it's wicked. But I don't go to J. Cole for bars. I don't go for.
He's no Lux. He's no Daylight. No. Like those guys will shoot him.
I rarely go to anyone for bars. I'm just into the vibe.
I get that though, because
you know what I'm saying? It's all got to be a cohesive whole. I can't listen to something that's just bars and crap beats.
No, but it depends. All right, listen. Because this is the thing. Somebody like, there's a bunch of UK rappers who have bars, who are gonna give you with a multi-syllabic. I don't care for none of that. I just think all of that is shit. I hate all of you. I hate every single one of you. I think you're shit. Like anyone who even has the phrase multi-syllabic or multis in your lexicon and you think that's a good thing as a rapper, I think you're shit. So
what you mean? They say multi-syllabic when they're rapping?
Yeah. No, just the ones who think that's something to go for. Who think that's a good thing? Like, oh yeah, man, I got bare multis. Like, I think if you have that mindset, I think you're shit, and I don't want to know. I don't want nothing to do with you. But at the same time, there's rappers
mean they're doing multis just for the sake of it, to think that makes them clever.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done multis, but I've never done it for the sake of it. I just done it.
No, it just happened because it rhymes.
It just felt right.
Yeah, exactly. It's totally. Someone to me once was like, had a conversation about multis, and I was like, what's a multi? You know, like a multi-syllabic where you're like rapping. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
this is what happened to me. I was up in Scarborough, and the guy goes, can you bust a verse with me? I did the verse. He was like, you're like a multi-syllable rhymer. I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is that? And he goes, don't take the piss. I was like, I'm not.
Fuck up, man.
But the thing is, I'd rather listen to Styles P than any of them.
100%.
I would rather listen. Yeah, I'd rather listen to Styles P, like fill up a bar with as few words as possible, but everything that he says has impact.
Yeah.
Like everything he says, it's not even punchlines or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just everything he says has an
Prodigy.
impact.
Oh,
Prodigy,
okay.
exactly.
Same
exactly
shit.
Prodigy.
And like
That's
gigs as well.
Gigs, I was gonna say
Gigs.
gigs.
Same
Same
shit.
shit.
Like when
Same
you do that, there's a space in the
The
bar. and
space,
then
yeah. I love when he does that. I'm like, yo, hold up. What, is the song finished? Nah, he's coming back. Oh, come on, man. I used to fucking love that shit.
That to me is bars. That to me is like, when you can, it's saying the most, not even in the fewest amount of words or the fewest amount of syllables, but everything you say has an impact.
Because it needs to be said.
It
needs to be said. And then there's certain guys here, like Daylight and like Lux, who King Los as well. I put King Los in that as well. I put Sci-Hi the Prince in that. I put Royce the 5'9" in that. Tony D. So guys who are gonna hit you with like punchlines, wordplay, bars, flow, everything, just crazy.
Black Thought every single time.
Black Thought, come on, man.
Black Thought,
but I can get enjoyment just from hearing a person with a good flow. Even if their bars are complete crap, like I just like the good flow, the voice, and the beat. If it's all gelling nice, I can get on with that.
If the bars are shit, I can't. Like a good flow is a good flow, right?
Yeah.
If the bars are shit and I don't go yes, like I don't go like.
But sometimes it's the intricacy of the rhythms that I get off on. Like I really like how they do certain rhythms in their flow and all that.
If their bars are shit, I don't care. If it's something that I've heard a million times, I don't care. Royce the 5'9" is the complete rapper. Like he can do the chopper stuff, like the fast double time, like kind of multi-syllables. But when he does it, it means something.
100%.
But he can also do that kind of that fewest words per possible in a bar and actually punch you in the fucking face with it as well. Like stuff like that. Like he's a complete.
And he can
rapper.
sing.
He can sing as well. Yeah.
He can make amazing songs.
Yeah.
Whether it be just a song about like cocaine, about his dad, or the story song about that girl who takes the guy's organs and shit.
Well, what's that? Is it the Bablo Boat tune that he did?
Shit, with J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah, with J. Cole. That is I can listen to that all day, every day. I tell you who else is really good at that, right? And he's a bit of like a kind of indie wonder kid, but I fucking love him. He's Evidence, man. Like Evidence.
Okay.
Like, he does like the slow flow stuff. Like I've been listening to like all his stuff this week. If you listen to that fucking his last album, like because he's got a track called Mr. Slow Flow where he does that Styles P kind of flow. So Styles is on the album as well. It's a fucking sick album, man.
Is that Evidence from Dilated Peoples?
That's it, yeah. Evidence from Dilated People, who comes off as like a bit of an indie kid, backpacker, and all that kind of stuff. But he's just a straight up hip hop kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like he did an album with the Alchemist called Step Brothers. Have you ever heard the Alchemist?
I love that fucking album. I love like that's one of my favorite albums, man.
Brilliant album, man.
One of my.
I heard the Alchemist rapping on that Hooligan song.
Tip is very smooth. Fife is very high.
Yeah, that's it. I like it.
Oh my god!
I gotta go back to that album actually because
album is nuts.
Well, the Alchemist and Uncle Murder, that track, that was sick. You know when
I heard that, man.
They're trading. Like they're doing 8 bars for 8 bars.
Okay.
8 bars for 4.
Sick. Yeah,
and what it's talking like Alchemist is talking about his school experience.
Oh, that's sick. I remember that.
Great track.
I remember that. Do you know what? Do you know what's deep? Yeah. So Alchemist has an album with Earl Sweatshirt. So if you know me, I have my 3 favorite rappers on this planet are Drake, Rock Marciano, and Earl Sweatshirt. Like they're my top 3 go-to anytime listen to. Any song you've heard with Alchemist and Earl Sweatshirt is incredible. Apparently, and he said this a few times, him and Earl Sweatshirt have a full album on YouTube. They've given it a fake title, fake cover on a secret YouTube page, and no one can find it. He's like, the whole album's there, like no one's found it yet. He's like, no one's found it. It's the worst thing to tell me. It's just like, you got £1 million hidden somewhere on the planet. That's just for you. It's like, fuck, man.
Spend like, Jenna, you're not going to take a shower. You've been in there for 7 weeks.
Have you heard Alchemist's first tune?
Underneath the door for you.
You heard Alchemist's first tune though? When he was a rapper.
What, as in the Hooligans?
In Hooligans, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. With James Caan's son, innit?
Yeah, James Carr's son. He wasn't even called Alchemist then. He was called Mudfoot.
I don't know. I thought I've seen like a couple of their one tune.
It was good. It was all right. It was just
and they had a second tune. I can't remember what it was about, but the beat was cool and they could rap. They could both rap. I thought,
they could both rap.
Yeah, Alchemist can rap, man.
They did like James Carr's son still could rap. He was on that he was on that Step Brothers album. He wasn't shit at all.
Step Brothers, who's that by? Alchemist as well. What?
Alchemist and Evidence.
Oh, okay.
They did a tune called the Hooligans did a tune with Everlast from House of Pain.
Yeah.
That is a fucking banger. I can never remember what it's called, but the beat on that is like a classic, like DJ Muggs Cypress Hill era beat. It's fucking banger, man.
Did they do that with Everlast recently or back then when they?
No, back in whatever.
Because the one I got was them and it had Be Real on the chorus, innit?
Yeah, put your hands.
Something like that.
Put your hands up. Yeah. That's the one they got the video for. Go and watch the video and see a young Alchemist in clothes that are way too big for him.
Yeah.
I actually met him. I went to a Cypress Hill gig. He's the same age as me, right? Alchemist is exactly the same age as me. I remember going to a Cypress Hill gig with Rob and walking past he was at Brixton Academy and walking past the backstage door and the Hooligans couldn't it was Hooligans it was Cypress Hill, Funk Dubious, House of Pain and the Hooligans was supposed to be performing as well. But they couldn't get the work visas. And I remember meeting them all, like Be Real, one of the guys from Funk Dubious, one of the guys from House of Pain, like the tall one, Danny Boy, and the Hooligans were standing there. I was chatting to them for a little while. I thought they were like, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, but it turned like I look at it now, and the Alchemist is actually literally exactly the same age as me. Oh. Me, the Alchemist, and Kanye West are all exactly the same age.
That's crazy.
Jeez. So does James Carr's son, did he become an actor afterwards, or is he?
Yeah. He was a massive actor. Oh. He was in that Hawaii 5-0 program.
Oh, okay.
But he's in all those kind of American cop drama kind of stuff.
See.
Yeah.
See.
So speaking of albums and comparing stuff, let's finish on J. Cole. J. Cole's good album. Go check it out. It's amazing. So I was listening to the Mano podcast, Kitchen Talk. Go check that out if you haven't. It's pretty cool, man. Mano is a interesting character. For those who don't know, so Mano spent a little time in jail, came out of jail, kind of was, you know what I mean, in the mixtape era, he was one of them guys. It was Mano, Papoose, Saigon, Red Cafe.
Was he Little Kim's mate, Mano?
Yeah, I think they were together for a little while. But he's not a person to play with, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, he's a gangster.
He's basically he's a modern era Fat Joe, where he was like pretty much, I wouldn't call him a criminal, but he was a G. Who kind of got into rapping, was all right at it, and then kind of got steadily better over the time as he found his feet with it. Yeah.
But so he had a beef with B Dot about because B Dot said his album.
B Dot from the rap radar.
Yeah. So they apparently they're like, they were friends, they were cool, and kind of still are cool. But they had a big argument because he was like, "Yo, I sent you my album to check it out. You didn't check it out. You checked out Jack Harlow's album, didn't check out my album." And basically it became a thing. Then I was like, "Yo, you know what? Let me listen to both of these albums and see like which one is actually better." Listen to Mano's album, was like, it's pretty good album, man. Like they said on the podcast, it was a solid effort. Had some good songs on it, some songs that weren't too good. I listened to Jack Harlow's album, and I was like, this shit is incredible, man. Like this kid is going places, man. It's like I can't even explain it. It's like a young Drake type album, but still.
I've never listened to him. I've never put the effort in.
I don't know if you would like it.
No, probably not.
I think you would probably go, yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely, he can rap, he can make songs. He's got some good features on there. The production is nice. Like I can definitely see him. I could definitely see it if he catches another single, he gets another hit on his second album. He could definitely be something.
He's ever been to the UK?
I don't think so. No.
He should go to Harlow, innit? And then
hang out.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where my name came from.
It's where my entire family's from.
I guess they probably were. Like, if you break
you can
it down.
meet Big Nasty, innit?
That's
Big Nasty from Harlow.
No, he's from south, innit? But
Big
he
Nasty,
moved
Big
to
Nasty
Harlow,
from
innit?
Big Nasty from Brixton.
Yeah, he moved to Harlow.
I see Big Nasty all the time.
Yeah.
He actually, Big Nasty used to live on the same road as my old coach, or like that same area.
Oh,
yeah, literally.
Didn't
right
he
by the
live like
station.
up flipping near East Street Market and all that?
No,
Big Nasty.
he might have at some point, but not when I knew.
Oh, okay.
But back to Jack Harlow, he's like, he's doing some pretty big things, man. I'll see his like for not being really in that musical world or checking him out. I do see him a lot. Like I see him a lot on podcasts and on like features and stuff like that. Like he's kind of been around for a little while now as well.
I guess he's had a year and a bit in the spotlight. His team are really doing a lot.
Yeah.
His team are good. He was in the Call of Duty advert, which was pretty sick. With who else was in there? AJ Tracy and like a whole bunch of other people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Like,
P Money was in that as well, wasn't it?
I didn't see P Money in that.
Oh.
Who else is in that? Like
P Money was in something where he's running around with an airsoft gun or something.
Yeah, nah, this one that. This had some big rappers in it, man.
Or
like big artists.
Yeah,
this had some big rappers in it, but he was in that. And because the first time I heard
Barrymore's from Harlow as well. He lives in Harlow. Michael Barrymore. Maybe Jack Harlow could go visit him, but not swim in his pool.
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh shit!
Yo, Jack Harlow.
No, because people in Harlow told me.
What did people in Harlow tell you?
Yeah, they told me Barrymore lives there, but he's not very friendly, innit? And they don't really like him in that.
Okay.
So I don't know. You know.
Okay. Just don't. Yeah, Jack Harlow. If you're listening, which I'm guessing you probably are. Number one, your album's really good. I've been listening to it while skating, like literally most of this week. And stay away from Barrymore's pool. Just stay away from Barrymore's pool. Don't even Google what happened in Barrymore's pool.
Just don't go there.
Yeah, just keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
My dad was in the Harlow Ballet actually. Yeah, that's another connection.
Your dad did ballet?
Yeah, he used to do ballet when he was young.
So why the fuck did you do? Why don't you do ballet?
I didn't want to do ballet when I was young because he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, nah.
You should have done it, man. Like
I should have done it. Yeah,
because all the kids at school
were taking a piss.
Nah, man. The guys who did it,
exactly.
They were getting. Well, to be fair, the only two guys I know who did it were they didn't like girls, but
no, but the person I know, she told me that at the Brit school, this geezer was ballet. He's a ballet geezer. Yeah. He was a proper gallus, and he just banged everyone in the whole year.
Yeah, if you're the only guy
in a situation,
in that situation, and you're doing all those moves, I can't really do ballet, obviously, but
Terry, don't put yourself down on it, mate.
I know, yeah. I'm just I'm a phoenix from the flames. I'll definitely be able to do it one day.
I've got a friend,
Billy Elliot. That's it.
Billy
Elliot.
Yeah, I've got a friend. So where I used to work, when I used to work at the gym, there was a ballet school there.
Yeah.
So I got to know like all the ballet girls that did what they did. I literally see them every single day. Literally watch them grow up, basically.
Yeah.
But one of them actually dances at the Russian School of Ballet, which is like
sick,
like crazy.
Major.
Yeah, she's like one of the only people from this country to ever do it. Like, it's mad. But yeah, she's cold, man.
Did you see that film Black Swan?
Yeah, it's great film.
I did not see that film. I thought
it was crap. But
I
thought it was shit. Like I bought it.
Let me put my case forward first.
Go.
Number one, shut the fuck up. Number two, you got no credit here with film reviews. Number three, shush. There is a lesbian scene between Mila Kunis and what's her name in it? What's the main woman?
Padme,
yeah. So shut the fuck up.
But wait. So this is what happened here. I'll tell you. So this film come out. I was like, I'll get that for my dad for Christmas, isn't it? Yeah. So we all sat down and watched it on Christmas Day. Yeah, because it's ballet, innit? You get me? Ballet. He used to do ballet, so I'm like, okay, this is a film you might actually watch.
So you're sitting there watching a lesbian scene and people killing each other in psychological horror.
Yeah.
On Christmas
So
Day.
he was like, like I watched The Omen on Christmas Eve before, like. But anyway, like this.
So you're eating your Christmas dinner. Natalie Portman and Kunis are scissoring each other, And then what happened?
No, this was after Christmas dinner, yeah. So we watched it. And then it was my mum, everyone, we were watching this Black Swan thing. There was a scene where the girl starts wanking in there, and her mum's like asleep in the room where she's wanking and shit. And we're like,
that's a hard watching it with your parents.
Yeah.
That's when you gotta go. What's the time anyway?
That's when you get the mum's like kind of sofa pillow and put it over you.
Now you gotta get a Mum, did you call Nan? What is she right? Yeah.
My grandma was there as well, innit?
Oh shit.
That's even worse.
So my dad was like, he said the ballet industry's not really like this.
So that was like, your dad was trying to play it down. Your dad was in there deep. Your dad knows exactly what it's about.
What the ballet industry is not really about like fantasy horror.
No. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't really rate it. It was just like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was expecting anyway. I just thought, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't really.
Do you know what I watched the other night, which is a fucking mental film? It is nuts. Neon Demon. Have you seen that?
No.
What's that?
Fucking hell, it's basically about the model industry. It's like, I watched it because it looked really stylish. It kind of, like the trailer for it is kind of like, you know, that 80s music and like imagery that's in like kind of
like synthwave stuff and everything.
Yeah, like kind of like Stranger Things, you know, like how Stranger Things kind of presents itself. I knew it wasn't going to be like Stranger Things, but it's that 80s kind of neon kind of mate, that is a fucking nuts film.
What's it on? Is it on Amazon or something?
I'm sure I watched it on. It's either Amazon or it's either Amazon or Netflix. I can't remember, or one of them, or Now TV or something like that. Yeah, mate. It's about the modelling industry and about this young girl that moves to LA, and she falls in with like, I don't want to ruin it for you, but she falls in with like a certain crowd, of like kind of older models and stuff like that, and just about how it, like Keanu Reeves is in it, like he does like a little like cameo in it, and I've never seen Keanu Reeves play like a sleazy baddie before, and he plays a sleazy baddie in it, man. Watch it, it's fucking nuts, but watch it.
Is it like Showgirls?
No, it's like a Hammer horror film. Oh, okay. But made to look like an 80s music video.
Showgirls is like Showgirls, AC. If you want to see Showgirls, you should watch Showgirls.
Or just go on YouPorn.
and then what is it?
Porn is dead, man. Porn's dead now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that statement.
Yeah, we're not going to go into the group chat. We're not going to expose the group chat.
We're usually very much on the same page about stuff, Jem.
I'll just say, man, shit's just boring now.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that thing? The big, was it Friday Night Rant or something on Link Up TV?
No.
That Castillo. Is it called Castillo?
Costello.
Guy who's like, brav, that guy.
Nah.
You seen him?
I don't watch a lot of UK people.
Funny, man. Watched his one last week, yeah? And they're talking about porn and that, but he just cracked me up. He cracked me the fuck up, man. That was funny.
Yeah,
you got
when did God Forgives come out? God Forgives. Is that done by the... Why is this coming up? I've looked up Neon Demon, and it's got... Who's it directed by?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's God Forgives is the...
Oh, oh my God. Wait, he did Drive as well?
Yeah,
I'm watching that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my
Drive was the one with Ryan Gosling, yeah?
Yeah, and Only God Forgives. That was the one with Ryan Gosling, right?
Yeah.
So Ryan Gosling done Only God Forgives as well?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't like Drive.
I love that film. I love Drive.
I didn't like it. Should I tell you why I didn't like it? Yeah,
because there wasn't enough cars in it.
He was like, no. They didn't use a robot. They couldn't use a robot.
No.
There was no wood.
He didn't fucking talk. He was so boring.
But that's what's supposed to be.
I know that's what it's supposed to be.
AC, listen. You know what, man? I fucking hated Bambi, yeah? Because it was just deers. I was watching it and there was just deers everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this film? Why is there a fucking deer on every fucking scene? That's why I hated Bambi.
Oh my God, AC.
No, but okay. Like, I don't know. Me and my friend, we got it. I'm watching it. I was like, yeah, I heard this film's really good. My sister told me it's really good.
Me and my mum rented it, and we sat
watching it, and we were like, what the fuck is this? And then like, he didn't talk. It was really boring. And then there was one car chase, Like it was quite a good car chase. Yeah, I was like, this is sick. This car chase, and then it just I don't even remember what happened at the end. And it was like same with No Country for Old Men. Like I watched that, and I was like, wait.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Wait.
Shut your mouth, AC.
No, wait, because I'm not going to slate it. I'm not going to slate it.
God, AC.
So I watched that, went to see it in the cinema. I thought, yeah, it's all right, but it's overhyped. It's like, it's all right. And then like Grandma watched it, and he was like, that film was fucking shit. And I was like, well, why didn't you like it? He goes, hardly fucking anything happened. It was just that this weirdo geezer just walking around, not talking, just killing people, and then like it was just weird. I
feel like Grandma might have been high when he watched that. He might have missed a few bits and pieces. There was a lot of subtleties in that movie.
No Country for Old Men is a fucking masterpiece.
But I kind of like the Josh Brolin character, in that, and then he was just dead off screen. Didn't even see him get killed, and I was like, what the fuck? And then
spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't
seen it. Huh?
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it.
But I know it's meant to be like that to show you. I know it's like meant to teach you a lesson, like, you know.
You haven't seen it by now, you ain't seen it.
Yeah, like, you know, you think this is the hero, but now I'm going to fuck with you, innit? And I was like, okay, great. And then there was like the other thing, the Woody Harrelson character. He come in, he had his little speech and everything, talked to the guy. You kind of like the Woody Harrelson character, and then he's dead in the next fucking scene.
That's the whole point of the film.
I don't like films like that. I don't like it. I get invested in characters. I'm an emotional person. I get invested in characters.
So AC, let's do this. Let's have a serious conversation. AC, what are your top 3 movies?
Top 3 movies.
Shit. Let me hear what time is AC on?
I like Apocalypse Now. I say that's a really good film. Yeah.
All right, okay, I'll give you that. I would definitely not class it as my top film, but
no, I would say it's one of the top ones.
Like, okay.
I don't know if it's my top. I haven't watched it in years. But
your
still,
top films, not just generally top films.
Oh, scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't got a fucking clue, man. I don't know.
What's your top books?
Top books?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know that either.
AC Book Club. You need to do the AC Book Club every week. Come in and tell us a book.
You've read all these books. Come on. What's your favourite book that you've read in the last 10 years?
Probably, I don't know.
Fiction.
Dune was up there.
Yeah.
Dune 1 and then the next one, whatever the fuck it's called. They were up there, but then like some like books, maybe like when I read Lord of the Rings, I thought that was a sick book. But the third book got a bit wordy, and they all start talking like they're in the Bible or something, and I started getting bored of that. But other than that, like 1984, that's a good one.
So have you seen it? I tried to watch the film, man. I got like 10 minutes into it and then was like, nah. I might watch
which one? The one with John Hurt in it? The old 1980s version.
Yeah.
That's the only one in it.
I think yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So Equilibrium kind of was a bit like 1984.
That's
Remember
a good
the
film,
Equilibrium
man.
one?
Equilibrium's a fucking good film, man.
Yeah, John Hurt.
I like that. Yeah.
Wait,
We had to watch it in school.
It came out in 1984 as well.
Yeah, we had to watch that in school in GCSEs, innit? We had to watch that.
Okay.
Equilibrium is a film that I forget about for about 5 years, and then I see it on some kind of streaming service, and I go, oh yeah, and I watch it, and I'm like, that's a fucking good film, man.
Yeah. I think it just didn't have the promotion push that it could have.
No.
And the budget.
I mean, the gung fu stuff in there
sick,
as well was
innit?
fucking sick. Yeah, really good. Really well put together. I tell you a film that should have been really good and should have been like that is Aeon Flux. And it was
I haven't seen that.
Shit, man. No, it was rubbish.
The cartoons were sick, but I ain't seen the film.
The cartoons were amazing. The cartoons were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Ghost in the Shell film?
Yep.
The one with Scarlett Johansson.
I thought it was alright, man. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's the shittest thing ever." I was like, I
thought it was alright.
I ain't seen it.
Apart from them, like kind of white. Well, mind you, was she white in the?
I don't know.
In the cartoon?
Nah, she wasn't supposed to be, but it's just
the way they drew
manga. Yeah, manga slightly. It's a little bit. Anime is a little bit weird
white
like
that.
It's a bit ambiguous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
like with the. What was the other one I saw? Fist of the North Star live version. Bloody hell, that was crap.
Yeah, I won't watch that.
Crap.
I tell you a shit one, but it's well worth watching. Did you ever watch the Crying Freeman?
I was gonna say that. I watched the live version of that.
It's actually not. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But it's pretty cheesy. Like it's proper 90s. Like when it's Brandon Lee in it, isn't it?
I don't know. Somebody looked like him, but I don't know if it was him.
Oh no,
He
it
looked
wasn't
like
Brandon
him.
Lee. It's the guy that really looks like Brandon Lee. That was in The Crow after. It was in like The Crow 7 or whatever it was.
Oh,
But yeah, he was. That's actually a pretty good, because I used to love Crying Freeman. I used to love the anime Crying Freeman. I had them all. I think I've still got them in the cupboard, like all the cassettes of it.
Yeah.
And then
Anyone who had that at school, there was a pervert.
What's that?
If anyone had that at school, we knew there was a perv. Like,
What, Crying Freeman?
Yeah.
What?
Are you thinking of Freeman's catalogue?
Cut
out pictures of the fucking underwear
Crying
models.
Freeman, man, that had some shit in it, man.
Crying Freeman was fucking sick, man.
I swear there was some nude scenes.
I'm fairly 100% sure there was. There was some nude scenes and some swordplay scenes.
You seen Perfect Blue? Have you seen Perfect Blue? That manga.
No.
Anime or anime? Is it anime if it's a film, innit? A manga if it's a
anime film, manga.
I don't know it.
Perfect Blue was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was like about a woman. She's like a model, and the industry are like making her do things she's not exactly comfortable with, and then she's got a stalker who's threatening. You know what I mean? It's quite ahead of the game when it come out.
Yeah.
It was talking about the shit that we all facing now, innit? About the modeling industry and all this.
Did they make a film out of it then?
Yes, it's a no. They haven't made a film, a live action film, but the manga was whatever the fuck. Anime was good.
Did you ever see the Accident Man comics? Like back in the day, there was like Martial Law and Accident Man. I think it was Vertigo comics.
Okay.
There was a few, and I used to fucking love Accident Man.
So you gone quiet, man.
Oh, 1 2 1 2. Hold on. With a 1 2. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't know if it's quieter than it was before.
1 2 1 2.
There you go.
With a 1 2.
Hold
on. Wait a minute. 1 2.
But yeah, like maybe like favorite films when I was young would be the bait ones like Star Wars, Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Like them things. Then I'd say maybe then it's like Aliens, Terminator.
Legally Blonde.
Now it'll be like say that again. Big what?
Legally Blonde.
I
ain't seen that.
I do as well.
Oh no, I seen the first one. Yeah, I see that was all right. And then like now it probably like maybe like them weird films like Lost Highway or Blue Velvet.
Yeah, they're weird films, right? So the whole point of No Country for Old Men is it completely breaks like the traditional like kind of structuring of a film, like people getting killed, like it would be in real life. If someone got killed, you're not gonna be in the house while it happens. Like there's certain films. Have you seen a film called Funny Games?
No.
It's a horror film. Like I think it's a Swedish film originally, and they remade it for the American market. Yeah. And it's basically a horror film that just doesn't do what traditional horror films do. Like the main protagonist, like the heroine of the piece, actually like kind of dies at the end. She doesn't get out of like kind of the situation, and
spoiler
she
alert,
kill the murderer and stuff like that. And then spoiler alert. But
like I was literally about to put it in.
That's like with the Blob. That's like with the Blob as well. Have you seen the uptake, the later version of the Blob, the 80s version? So the guy who you think's gonna be the hero, he's one of the first victims.
Yeah, exactly.
And it plays with it. Yeah.
So
okay.
Completely, but is it Silly Games or Funny Games? I can't remember. It's fucking good though, man. It's a really good film. Definitely go see it.
I don't know if we're gonna fucking watch it now because you told me what happens at the end.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Silly Games.
Where's this? Funny Games, 2007.
Funny Games, yeah.
Naomi Watts, Tim Roth.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you've ruined that for me. So anyway, moving on. So while we're waiting for the new Marvel TV shows to hit us up on Disney Plus, what they've given us is an animated
two animated.
Show. Oh, what? Two?
Yeah. So there's the Bad Batch. And,
yeah. I was just with Marvel. Bad Batch.
Oh, yeah. MODOK. What is it called?
MODOK.
I watched it last night. It's good, man. I really liked it.
It's about MODOK, the evil genius. But it's like a comedy version of that. Patton Oswalt does the voice.
Yeah, he's pretty sick at it as well.
So was he in the films?
He's in the comics.
No, he's in the comics. He's in the cartoon, the late one of the cartoons, but he's not. If you see him, you'll know him. You'll be like, oh yeah, I know him.
Okay. All right.
He's the guy behind AIM. AIM actually comes up in what film does it come up in? Or it comes up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. AIM, doesn't it?
Yeah. The what's it called? The woman who
advanced something mechanics
runs with the shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's good. It's like we need that kind of stuff. We need more.
Do you know
more
what
of
was a good film that I really liked? That Shooters film set in Liverpool. Remember
Shooters
that
set
one?
in Liverpool.
Shooters.
I don't remember that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The one where they're like bouncers, yeah, and it was all real people. The guy went and filmed real bouncers and that, and got them to act. And then they killed the guy at the beginning to rob drugs, and then don't you remember? It was like, seen this geezer called Big John, and he's throwing money around like it's going out of fashion. Don't you remember that? You don't remember that, brother? You used to say that in the car all the time when we were going. He's throwing money around like it's going out of fashion. He absolutely slaughtered my fucking mate.
Do you know who used to be sick? The reason why we used to see a lot of films, yeah, was because of Terror. When you worked at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
So Terry used to come out with like Terry used to bust me to like the best films because he would just watch everything. He would just be on. He'd just go through the rack and be like, yeah, check this out. So he always had like the best. Sexy Beast, I think, which is my number one film.
Oh yeah, that's a sick film.
He bust me on that. Kneel by Mouth, I think he bust me on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
What else, man? There's a few others as well, but he was the one who was always like, nah, check this out.
Yeah. I need to watch that again, man. I fucking love Sexy Beast.
If you haven't watched Shooters, it's on YouTube. You can see the whole thing. Watch it again. You remember it, man. You remember it.
Oh yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, you remember it.
I can't watch films on YouTube.
But it's not. You can't like. It's not on any streaming service. Nothing like.
You can watch YouTube on your TV though, innit? So
yeah, but it's always really shit quality. Like they say,
that's
like
true. If it's not,
I got it on DVD, then I'll fucking lend you it, man.
Yeah, lend me it because I can't watch stuff on like because I don't really watch like films on my like phone or my like. I got a nice TV. I got Apple TV, so like. If it's not something on YouTube that's meant to be watched on the TV, it's so fucking pixelated. I tried to watch because someone still got my DVD of the Dave Chappelle Block Party. I haven't got a fucking clue where it is, and I love that film, man.
Not me.
No, you ain't got it. Someone else. I don't know who's got it though. So I tried to watch that on YouTube. Like there's like 3 parts of it on YouTube or whatever it was, Daily Motion or something like that. And it's so pixelated and so shit. And it just keeps stopping halfway through to go to adverts and stuff. That I just end up not watching it.
I'll tell you the trick, yeah. You watch it on your phone, yeah. You sit in your bedroom, you watch it on the phone, you turn the lights off, yeah. And you position it so it looked like you're sitting on the back row of the cinema.
You said this
and that's the cinema screen. Bam. That's the trick. That's how you got to do it. That's how
that takes a certain amount of suspension of like reality to make that happen. But
and then she's like, you said you were taking me to the cinema, bitch. It's his cinema, man. Like, come on, man. Just like, okay, well, it's not real popcorn, but you know, just.
It's completely unpopped, like
it's cornflakes.
Little
it's cornflakes. Black popcorn, like
it could have been popcorn at some point. Just decided to be cornflakes instead.
Full Metal Jacket. That's another good film.
That's a good. Okay, yeah, that's a good film. It is a good film. Full Metal Jacket's a good film, but I feel like when you watch it as an adult, it's not as good as it was when you were younger, and you're just like. Yeah. Also, the best part of the film is like the beginning bit.
Oh, with the training.
Yeah,
I really like when they go to the second part though, because you see Animal Mother and all that and that interplay. I thought it was good. And the last thing with the sniper,
it's just not
and all that.
The part you remember ain't that bit. Yeah, like the bit that sticks out for me is that the training, soap and sock. Like to me, that's the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like Predator 2, right? Like that used to be my favorite fucking film in the entire world. For about 10 years, I loved that film. I had it on VHS and DVD and everything, all the samples.
I watched Predator last night, and Predator 2 started it this morning as well, isn't it?
Or watch it now, and it's like, it's not as good when I'm not 17 years old.
Right. Yeah.
Because when you're young, especially for me, right? So for me, what made a good film was violence and swearing.
Yeah.
So
violence, boobs, swearing.
That's
maybe like a little bit of a hip hop reference somewhere. Like there's someone playing some hip hop somewhere or something like that. That like I loved Lethal Weapon, the one with like I think it's the last one, because there's a bit where like the gangbangers pull up and they're playing Cypress Hill, and I was like, I love this film. There's a Cypress Hill reference in it.
But like you watch a film like RoboCop, when RoboCop came out,
shit now.
Jesus.
It was so like shit now. It was probably the most amazing thing that happened in my life.
You mean the first one, yeah?
First RoboCop, and I
think it's still amazing now.
I still love the film, It's still a really good film, It is a really good film. But if you watch that now with Terry's gone. If you watch that now with like your adult brain, you're watching it and you're just like, okay, it's not as a mate. It doesn't hit you the same way it hit you when you were younger. Like
the themes of it
when
still
they blew his hand off.
Yeah.
Like as a 10-year-old or whatever, however old I was shocked to my fucking core.
Bruv, I was shocked by the Ed 209 bit when it killed Mr. Kenny.
It's crazy.
I was shocked by that bit. I was like 7 years old. I was like, what the fuck is this?
When he fucking got up and was walking through,
yeah.
That was the greatest shot I ever saw in my fucking life. I was like, oh my days. When he punched through the wall and grabbed them, like every single part of that shit was crazy. When he did the key thing with the spike through the man's, I was like, this is incredible. Yeah. Like all of it was amazing.
I never got to the end. But when I first saw it, I only got to after Bob Morton gets shot in the legs and a grenade blows up, and that was
crazy.
I was like, this is too much for me because like I was appalled at the attitudes everyone had. It was appalling for me. It was appalling. I was very appalled by this film.
I love how AC was 8 years old. AC 8 years old. Like, no, I'm appalled by this.
Yeah. Every other 8-year-old in the entire country cannot wait to watch it and be absolutely enthralled by it.
Yeah.
AC was appalled.
No, because I was like, there's no morals here. What the fuck is going on? Like, Mr. Kenny got killed, and the guy's like, oh, it's too bad what happened about Kenny. And he's like, life in a big city. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I was
pretty cold,
nah, man. So, and then like, but the thing is, when you watch it now, you're like, you know what? It's actually teaching you how these people are. Like, they don't give a fuck about anyone, do they?
I feel like I guess like the best films are films that have levels to it.
That's what Predator 2 was trying to do that with. They were like Predator 2 was trying to do the RoboCop thing with the news items and all that shit, but it just didn't quite work. Didn't work.
No, I loved it when I was a kid. It was everything that I wanted to see. And when I heard the fucking Voodoo Magic Man sample,
in that jungle tune,
the jungle tune, I was like, this is it. I fucking love this film so much.
Do you know what film I've never seen and I really want to see?
What?
Time Cop.
Time Cop. Yeah, that was all right.
Have you never seen Time Cop?
Nope. I had the
it's
comic
one of Van Damme's good films.
I might have seen it like once, but I can't remember. I can't think where I would have seen it. But I know.
Do you remember when they used to release comics
of movies?
Of the movies, I had all the comics. Like I had like RoboCop 2. I used to love that comic, man. Like I used to sit there with the comic and watch the film. I tell you the other comic that I had.
That's because that was written by a comic writer, RoboCop 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because Ed Newmeyer was supposed to write it. There was a writer's strike in Hollywood. And then Frank Miller, the comic book writer.
Frank Miller wrote it.
He wrote RoboCop 2.
Frank Miller wrote RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
It's not just a comic writer. Frank Miller is the comic.
Yeah, Frank Miller's Frank Miller, isn't it?
But a lot of people don't like it.
I didn't know that.
They say
you know a basketball player was in Space Jam. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know Michael Jordan.
Yeah, there was a basketball player in that, wasn't there?
Frank Miller's in RoboCop 2.
Sick.
He's the scientist who gives Kane the blue whatever, and he's like,
I had no idea.
And he gets blown up. Yeah, that's Frank Miller.
Oh shit, I had no idea.
But people were saying Frank Miller's a fascist now. But I was like, you had Martha Washington. Have you had that one? I think that's one of his best.
No.
Martha Washington, Give Me Liberty. Yeah, read that one. That's a sick comic, and it's very anti-fascist. So I don't know what. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what people are talking about.
I was thinking about old films the other day, and their effect on us as kids, like the films that we grew up on, and what they showed men to be. So you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Sylvester Stallone, Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, whoever else you want to think. It's all about
Pee Wee Herman.
Men, these men in situations that we kind of like lived vicariously through, thinking that we were that kind of person, or that's what we should be. And it was all bullshit. It was like guns and fighting, and none of us can fight. None of us can fucking. I've never been in a fight where I did a roundhouse kick and the person flew through a window or onto a table, and like none of that shit.
Imagine kicking someone through a window. Imagine the damage that would do to someone. Like I doubt I could kick someone through a window. Number one, not through a plate glass window. But imagine someone going through a window and just getting sliced to fucking ribbons going through it. Like, and then be seeing a film and someone just gets up and goes, but
a lot of those windows, you know, when they get thrown through the shop windows and stuff, aren't those windows like car windows as well, where they go into the hexagons?
Nah,
they're not
like proper car windows are different. These are like,
I thought they made shop windows like that.
A normal window. We're not in the movies. They're just throwing you through, not in all kinds of
glass, isn't it? Yeah,
like everything. But like real glass. I put my hand through glass. I still have the scars now. I did it when I was like 12. But like this idea, toxic masculinity was pumped into us from such a young age, like non-stop for years, and they're still doing it now. It hasn't really stopped. Like the movie world has pushed this idea of what it means to be masculine or what it means to be a man, and it's
that's
like
why Aliens.
had no chance. I grew up playing with fucking He-Man and Turtles, and everyone was fighting. It was always violence. It was never, and that's just what if it wasn't violence, it was fast cars. Like, that's just what we grew up on. So it's like, how are you supposed to grow up as a balanced person and like have fucking emotions for some of this shit that we see?
Like there's another thing. I saw another essay, and it was on aliens, and it was saying it's the best feminist movie ever made because like Ripley is getting to be her feminine energy or whatever, but then she's also got agency and she's more clever than all of the people who are meant to be the experts and whatnot.
That's the thing. Ripley was just a character. It was never like, apart from when she became like the mother of the alien and stuff.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that. Them ones there. It was that shit.
Like she was just another character in the film. There wasn't like particularly. I mean, there was the whole thing about her, like kind of. She lost a daughter in the first, like
in the special edition. In the theatrical cut, you don't. There's not. That's not even mentioned. But she kind of like gets Newt, and she becomes like the mother figure for her as well.
Right, yeah, for Newt.
But
exactly.
she's good at like going in and like, do you know what I mean? So she's very capable.
Yeah.
But
so I don't know if they planned it, but it's just the fact that they never really made a point of her being, and I don't think this is a positive thing or a negative thing really, but they never made a point of her being a woman. She was a person in that situation that dealt with it the best that she could. Like, and I think that there wasn't very many female characters around doing that kind of thing at the time.
Exactly, because they were saying in that film you got her, then you got Vasquez. She was like real like kick-ass Marine or whatever, and then you had the pilot. She was they're all presented as really, really capable. At what they're doing. And
there always has been in that universe. There always has been like kind of strong female characters. Like even in the later films as well. If you look at like Predators or or in
that sniper woman and that.
Yeah, in Prometheus and stuff like that. Like there's always really, really strong female characters. And the fact is, it's not presented as some kind of like tricky thing where they're fighting with their femininity at the same time, and it's like but they're just strong characters in the film.
There was like James Cameron. He's very good at doing strong female characters.
100%.
What's the best way to do that though? Because if we think here, like, so now we're in like a real era where if somebody is in something, it's for a reason. If there's a black character, it's for a reason, and we've kind of seen that quite a lot. But back in like the 80s and 90s, for the most part, like if you think about watching something like Beverly Hills Cop, him being black wasn't really a thing. Like it wasn't expressed as like.
Because Stallone was offered that first.
See, okay.
And Stallone turned it down, and he went and did Cobra.
Yeah.
Well, Stallone was supposed to be Mel Gibson or Danny Glover.
No. He was going to be Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop. Sorry, I thought. Yeah.
But like, see, this is the thing, So in that time, you've got this is where I guess where the problem comes into. So nowadays you'll have a black character. I was watching what film was that? Shit. Hold up. Is it on Netflix? It's got what's his name from Falcon and my man from Snowfall.
Snowfall. What's Snowfall? I ain't seen that.
What's it called, man? Anyway, both of them, they're the main characters of this film, It's set in the future, robots fighting, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah, that's a good film, actually. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So...
he's a robot, isn't he?
Yeah. So, one of the things that they never used to do in the past, you would never have two ethnic characters as main people.
Okay.
Because that would be seen as a black film.
Oh, yeah.
And a black film wouldn't something that you'd be marketable.
Okay.
Right. So, and then you look at like Beverly Hills Cop, which I'm guessing the budget would have been a lot bigger if it was Stallone. It would have been like they would have been going for a worldwide blockbuster. it still became a blockbuster because Eddie Murphy was so good.
It did better than Cobra, I think.
I'm guessing.
Cobra was crazy.
I did a my latest music video has 700 views. I think that did better than Cobra. So yeah, I don't think we have to worry about what did better than Cobra. But yeah, like I feel like that's what's really changed at the moment. Like there were Blade existed, but it wasn't the fact that you had black characters in the film. It was the fact that the people behind the film would push it differently if there were black characters in it, or things were seen differently. The same way in music. Like now, you don't have to say black music because artist of the decade is Drake. You see what I'm saying? That couldn't be before. We've always had black artists. They would just put on the black charts, the R&B charts, the hip hop charts. Yeah. This is black music. This is pop music. This is smaller budget film. This is big budget films. Now we're in a space where the women, the black people, the ethnic minorities, the Asians, whoever the fuck, it's becoming
because that Riz MC done that Sound of Metal film, innit?
Yeah,
they would never let him be there in that part back in the day.
No, 100% not.
I was like, wow. When I watched it, I was like, yo, he's actually smashed it, you know, because he's managed to break out of the stereotypical roles, and that's why. Yeah, you was cussing Will Smith the other day, calling him a fucking cunt or whatever you were calling him, because he doesn't want to do movies with other people. He wants to be top billed. Oh yeah, as a movie star, right? Yeah, for real.
But like egomaniac,
yeah. But it makes sense because his whole career has been, don't pencil me in as a black person. I'm not a black person. I'm not a black man. I'm a man. Yeah, who's black, and I do these films. Right. And it's only now, he's got to a point where he can be the play up the black role. Okay. I swear, in Bad Boys 1 and 2, I swear Will Smith never said the N-word so many times in those two films. Whereas in this film, he was reeling it off like nobody's business.
What film?
In Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life. Oh. Because now he's in a position where I can be whoever the fuck I want. I'm literally the fucking man. You can't pigeon me. You can't put me into this as a black actor. Like I'm a fucking superstar. You got to mention me with Tom Cruise. You got to mention me with all these other motherfuckers. That avenue wasn't available before. You couldn't just get there. Like who else?
Eddie Murphy really pioneered that, innit? And before him, you'd say like Sidney Poitier or something like that.
But there's that really like kind of there's the famous part in what's that Spike Lee film called with Fight the Power? What's it called?
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing.
Is it Fight the Power? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so Fight the Power is the Public Enemy tune. So Do the Right Thing, where he's talking to the guy, like the guy's son who owns the pizza shop, and he's saying that you always end this and end that and blah blah blah. And he goes, but you listen to Michael Jackson, Prince, and love Eddie Murphy, and he's like, well, yeah, they're not black.
Yeah.
Like so, there's that level of superstardom that you reach, I think, in America at that point in time where your like kind of your race becomes irrelevant.
But do you know what the same thing happens in the rave scene?
Yeah. Are we going to talk about drum and bass now?
But okay.
I tell you,
and I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm sure it happens in the hip hop scene as well, because people in the rave scene, when you see them, they're all on ketamine or on ecstasy or whatever, they're like, how you doing? Taking pictures with you and everything like that. Then you see their statuses laying on some EDL shit on Facebook after they've added you, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Or there was some Britain first shit, and you're like,
you kind of derailed it, but I wanna bring it back here, because I see what you're saying, but it's slightly different. So the reason why Eddie Murphy, actually, man, Eddie Murphy's different, you know, because he's always gonna be an outlier. Eddie Murphy's an outlier because Eddie Murphy, if you listen to like what got Eddie Murphy famous,
Raw.
Okay, listen to Raw, Raw. He speaks on race. He comes out and lets you know I'm black.
But that was already when he was already big before that. He was already big before he
did Raw.
Not as far as mainstream.
No, like that. Really? That was there was the two stand-ups, whatever the first one
Delirious.
Was. Delirious and Raw, whichever one came first. that's when he started to transition into Hollywood, and he started making films.
He's on Saturday Night Live as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that was just on TV. But
was that before Raw? Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. That's like those things are what sent him massive. But then he did
48 Hours.
48 Hours was his first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah, so 48 Hours, he was just a person in that. Like but at the same time, he was playing a criminal in that, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was playing like Nick Nolte was the policeman and he was the criminal. Like, so there is a certain amount of stereotypical like kind of role for a black man in an American Hollywood film when it comes to that. But then you got The Golden Child and Beverly Hills Cop and stuff like that, where and now then he went on to making Disney films.
But let's do this. Let's do this. The amount of work that Eddie had to put in to get to that point. What other like like Brad Pitt didn't have to put that work in to get to that point. Like Eddie had to put in so much work to get to the point where I am no longer just a black person. I am a A-star, A-list celebrity.
Yeah,
you have to go.
Same with Riz. Riz is the same.
100%. What do you have to do? You have to do everything. You have to do.
But you know what I used to see, the thing that's really broken him out of the stereotype was Rogue One, the Star Wars, doing sci-fi, because it's set in the future, where like, even though Star Wars is set in the past, isn't it? But it's like futuristic and shit. Yeah. So it's like you do that, and race becomes like kind of irrelevant in those films.
You're right.
It's like you do the sci-fi ones, and that can break those barriers.
But does it at the same time? Like, because when what's his name? Fuck, I'm terrible with names. Stormtrooper in Star Wars.
Oh, Finn.
Yeah, Finn. Yeah. When they show Finn for the first time taking off his helmet, he's a black man. Fucking everybody went mental about it
because they all wanted.
Everybody racist
like,
did.
Yeah, they and like loads of people are like, oh, he should be New Zealand. He should be Maori, innit? Because the guy who's the clone.
The clone, yeah.
But they were like, yeah, but he's not a clone. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So why does he have to be? Do you know what I mean? It was
at that point in the Star Wars history, they were way past the clone army.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't using them anymore. So like, come on, man. But then like with like Predator, even we were watching that last night. And we're like, yeah, you know what? For an 80s film, it's very the whole team, innit? The whole team's very diverse.
Yeah.
You got Native American, 2 black guys. You got Arnie, obviously. And who's the other white guy? Hawkins. Then you got a Latino guy, and then.
I think the breaking point comes, right?
Yeah.
The breaking point comes where you got films like that, which are cool. It's wicked. It's great. Yeah. Not all films were like that though. There was like there was vastly more white like Hollywood stars and pop stars than there were black definitely. Or anything else. Yeah. And there was lots of quote unquote white stories being told just because they were stories, but there was no black stories being told. There was just black actors in what would be white films. And I think that then that's when like kind of maybe the hip hop generation came along and started making like New Jack City and stuff like that, and started telling black stories. But then those black stories then turned into nothing but like kind of drug dealers, gangs, stuff like that. And there was no actual like just black people in films telling those kind of stories. And that's when that kind of turned around. And who's the guy that the big director,
the one who was looking after the royal family?
What's his name?
Hold up. His name is
Geezer, who's looking after the
Tyler
royal family.
Perry. Yeah, Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then Tyler Perry came along, and now we're starting to get some kind of equilibrium as well.
See, this is the question. The question is, what does a black person have to do to become mainstream? A lot. What does a white person have to do to become mainstream?
Not much.
Fuck
not
all.
Even close.
And that's why, to me, a lot of times when I watch some of these old films, and I just think to myself, like, raw, like, this film has no black people in. Like, did black people not exist within this time, or like not even extras? And I just turn it off, man. If I get 5 minutes into a film and I'm just seeing it, like, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing.
That's why I don't watch Friends. That's why I don't watch Friends. There's 2 black characters in Friends the entire way through it.
Yeah.
Are you fucking mad? You're in New York.
Yeah.
You're in fucking New York. Like, there's.
I can't give that. Like, to me, it's like I can't give you my time and energy because I feel like I'm doing a disservice to, like.
But I love Seinfeld. The same could be said about Seinfeld for sure.
Yeah,
like 100%. It
was said. Have you seen the interview where they interviewed him about that?
No.
What do you say? Fuck them niggas.
I can't remember. Don't know. But he started like he kind of deflected. He just flipped it back on him, kind of like.
Just say it. Just say like it.
He's a
didn't think
pedo
about it at the time. He's not, is he?
Yeah, man. He was 40 years old and was going to have a 17-year-old.
Who? Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Really?
Is his real name Seinfeld?
Yeah, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was his name Seinfeld in the program as well?
Yeah, it's called Seinfeld. His name's Seinfeld.
Weird
Jerry Seinfeld in the program.
Yeah, it was called Seinfeld, but his name in the program was Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Because
Bob St. Clair.
Will Smith, he was called Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was called Will, but was his surname Smith as well?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah,
it was.
Okay.
It was.
So did he start that trend?
No, Seinfeld was before
the trend of calling
Fresh
yourself
Prince.
of paying yourself.
Yeah.
No, I
think
don't
so,
think
man.
so.
But
Okay.
a lot of people have been paying themselves.
That goes all the way
Suckers.
back to, I don't know, like
Suckers.
what's the Lucy show?
What's that?
I'm too big to be a b-boy. I can't even like.
Yeah, I know. I'm struggling a bit nowadays as well. Oh fuck, it's
big,
my
man.
tits. Oh, it's quite nice. I'm giving myself a hug.
AC can touch his hands in his back.
AC's hands can come back round the front again.
He's got fucking. That's that flexibility, man.
Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck all this. Like, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. It's like that's what's changing now. It's like what can be mainstream, and what do you have to do to become mainstream? And I guess that's almost part of what equality is. What do I have to do to get to the same place where you are? And that should be for everyone. It should be equal. It shouldn't be, yo, I'm just here, so I'm just here. I'm born looking like this, so I'm mainstream. It's like that shouldn't be that way.
No.
Even in a country or in countries where you are the main, you know what I mean, the dominant. We're not. What's blacks in America? 20-something% or something? 22%. Nah, that's in this country. It's like we're like 13%.
No. This country is even less.
What's this country? 11%.
No, like 1%.
We're not 1%, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, 5% is ethnic minorities.
Not in London.
Yeah, not in London. I'm the whole
In
country.
the UK.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it then. I'm with
I
the
don't
fucking.
believe that.
Nah, I'm with the EDO then. What? It's only 5% of you, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up, then, man. Nah, fuck that.
I
switched.
can't see that.
I switched my whole
Have a look.
stance.
Have a look. Go on. Have a look on the
I
stats.
switched my whole
like
stance,
5
man.
or 6%.
I believe you read that stat somewhere, and I believe that might be an official stat, but I don't believe that.
It's about 5 to 6%.
I thought you said it was 1%.
No, 1% is black people. 5 to 6% is
Black
ethnic minorities.
People.
I believe that you read that from an official source, but with my own eyes, I don't believe that.
What official source? Fucking Zuby's page, yeah?
No, I can't
people
remember.
in
Like,
the
it's just,
UK.
it was like, yeah.
Percentage. Let me see.
I've been all over this fucking country, and there's very few places apart from.
Yeah, hold on. They say 3%. We're 3%.
What? Who?
We're
What groups?
black
though?
people, black are 3%. Asian are 2.3%.
Okay.
All right, cool. So my stance has changed, yeah. White people.
Joining the EDL.
Yeah, I'm joining the EDL straight up. White people are 87%. Yeah, I don't want to see no more black people nowhere. Like, you're only fucking 3%, man. Should be fucking quiet as
So
quiet
who
as
are
shit.
the others? Who are the others?
What's Zuby's
What are the
number, man? Zuby's my new best friend. Yeah, I'm following Zuby. Asian Asian Pakistani 1.9%.
Yeah.
Asian
Indian
2.3%.
Okay.
Mixed 2%.
Right.
I claim that as well. Other, 3.7%. So that's
Chinese,
that's Chinese, Japanese, fucking all kinds of shit.
And in America, the black population is like 13%, I think.
Saying. But
I don't know. I've always been an outlier, so I'm gonna join the Hebrew Israelites.
yeah, standard.
Okay.
We're in that shit. But even at 3%, we might be 3% of the population, yeah, but we make up fucking way more of that as fucking what we give to the culture. Like,
way more than that in
ain't
culture.
nothing. I don't know what the fucking. Yo, Terry, you need to talk to your people, bruv. 87%. What fucking food you lot making? Like, where's the AC? Don't even try it. You're half as well. Like, you're fucking the 2%. Like, where's the music? Like, what's going on? Where's the new? Listen, bro. Where's the new fucking Coldplay album?
Yeah.
Where's the new Coldplay album?
What's that ginger bloke called? Ed? What's his name?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Where's Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran's new
yeah.
shit?
Yeah,
like,
but
you
he
don't
just
need to
copied
do your
Bashment,
part, man.
He just copied Bashment.
No,
His
Afro.
flow
So
is
you
just
copy.
nah, bruv. If you listen to Ed Sheeran's old flow, on
Okay, you
Shape
can do
of
that. I
You,
don't give a fuck. Cool.
He's copying Bashment, man.
Cool.
So,
That's all.
like,
I don't give a fuck.
He didn't make that up.
All
But
right, well, fuck him.
But yeah, like Fish and Chips, yeah.
Fish and Chips is Jewish. Cool.
Is it Jewish?
Yeah. They came
okay,
over.
I took this. I was going out with this girl from Martinique, yeah, and we were in Southampton. She was Southampton. So I said to her, like, I'm gonna introduce you to English cuisine. So I took her to a fish and chip shop, yeah, and she didn't like it, man. She didn't like it. She was sitting there. She's like, I don't like this. Your fish and your chips.
Is this have I met this person?
Yeah, you came to it, don't you remember? Yeah, you came with me to her yard that time.
Cool. Yeah. Nah, she was. I get it though, because she was from. Can I say where she was from? Like
Martinique. I just said it. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was. I swear she was like lived in France or some shit.
Oh yeah, from Paris. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously she been in Paris, so you know what I mean. That's like they got the fucking best food in the world and shit.
Yeah.
So she's been eating fucking frog legs and snails.
Especially if she's eating like kind of I don't know, West Indian or African food in Paris as well. It's
like
amazing,
you can't really give someone from Paris no fucking.
But that's the thing, you don't like. No one here eats fucking fish and chips. Like apart from little towns or whatever. Like every now and again, you'll get like a fish and chip shop that's legendary, or down by the coast.
South Foxy, South Foxy had a good fish and chip.
There's a fish and chip shop in South Foxy. It's fucking
owned by a black man as well. Owned by a black man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
really
always has been as well.
Yeah, man.
He went to South Foxy and he's brave, man.
Nah, man, he used to run that shit.
Yeah, but it's still like
he's been in there since I was a kid.
Yeah,
he's been
brave.
In there for a long
I gotta
time.
give that guy serious props because they probably tried to kill him, innit?
They were gonna, but then they tasted the chips and was like, nah.
Mate, South Foxy racism isn't like normal racism.
It's not. It's really not.
No, like
South Foxy racism is on some fucking light racism.
You've got Mr. Patel that used to be at the station, right? Mr. Patel was a fucking South Foxy legend.
So he never got firebombed or bricks through the window.
No, drunk every single day behind the thing. Used to sell porn to kids, porn and fags to kids. Like you get an NF fucking march in South Oxy, and they'd all be walking around with their fucking skinheads. Then they go into Mr. Patel's. Mr. Patel was selling fucking fags that he got from Spain for like £2 under the thing, and they go, "Nice one, Mr. Patel," and then leave again and go, "Get rid of the Asians, get rid of the Asians." It's different. It's different racism. It's fucking dumb racism.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I knocked some heads. I knocked some heads on the concrete outside that chip shop a few times, man. But I tell you what,
that fish and chip shop, and then down the other end of the precinct, the Chinese down there, down the other end, mate. Both of them were legendary.
Yeah, man.
Legendary.
Really good. Even the other one, there was two. The Swallow Gardens as well.
Yeah, the Swallow Gardens just down next to the station. If you go down towards the station, there's the ballet shop, and then the Chinese.
That's
then the fucking fry up calf. Oh, you know I love that.
Come on, Sonny.
Like the fry ups are banging. Fry ups are banging.
Yeah, but they're Irish.
Cuisine. Fry ups are Irish, are they?
Yeah, of course they are. Same as roast. Roast is Irish.
Roasting is Irish. So what is English traditional cooking?
Nothing. There's nothing.
The main thing that the English do
turnips,
is just racism.
Boiled turnips.
But
what about crumpets? So where's crumpets from?
Boiled turnips.
Who made crumpets?
And we wanted Brexit. What the fuck is going on?
Who invented crumpets?
I don't even.
They're banging.
Jonathan J. Crumpet from fucking Chichester. I have no idea.
Pikelets, innit? Pikelets as well.
Pikelets are fucking dumb as well. Pikelets, boiled turnips, and racism. Welcome to England, you cunts.
I was trying to.
But they got. Come on, there's got to be like.
I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to have seen the NF marches in South Foxy. Like, I would have loved to know they were coming.
There used to be an NF bookshop there as well, like just down from the fucking fish and chip shop.
Listen, I would have.
Where the carpet shop was. Have you been to a South Oxy recently?
Yeah, man, it's all different.
Is the precinct still there?
Gone.
It's gone, isn't it?
It's gone. They've moved it. There's new shops. There's buildings. It's like it looks really nice. I had to go to the dentist recently. I went there and I was just like, "This is some like I wish I grew up."
Which dentist? The one over the other side of the precinct, down the left.
It's not even there anymore. It's next to. It's moved to. You know where Tesco's is, yeah. It's next door to Tesco's.
Where Tesco's? Where's
no,
Tesco's?
the petrol station, Tesco's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Next door to that. There's now a massive building there. And that's
they knocked down the houses there.
They knocked down everything.
So if you're listening to
all
this
those
podcast,
houses along that street, all along
if you're listening to this podcast, you need to go to South Foxy like you would go on safari, because you can play this like Terry and Jen telling you where to go,
where things work. We should do tours, South Foxy tours.
Yeah.
The history. Be like where
X-Man, yeah, he went to LA and he did the Compton tours, innit? Like where all the rappers' houses, they take you to all the houses and tell you about the history of everything.
Do you know what? I
Like,
had a student in like a couple of weeks ago, and she said she went to New York and she did like a hip hop tour. She's like into like old school hip hop and stuff, like Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that. And she said that she got on. They went to the Bronx, right? So they went to the Bronx, got on a bus. This guy took her all around to like kind of a few different places, like Sedgwick House and like a couple of like Jamaican spots to get food and all this kind of stuff, and everywhere like the parks and stuff like that. And then she said it was such a great day. It was lovely. Like this guy knew everybody. And she said, and then I got on, and this was only a couple of years ago that she did this as well. And then she said she got on Instagram and saw the guy. And I was like, where did you see him? And she goes, oh, it's just on some old school legends thing. And she showed it to me. It was fucking Grandmaster Kaz.
No fucking way.
So he must have gone in on the Big Bang.
He was doing the tours. It was his thing. No, he didn't go in on Big Bang Tank. Like, because I asked her about that, and then she said, like, he didn't say anything about. But his fucking Grandmaster Kaz was doing the. I was like, oh, the fuck, I'd buy a ticket just to go to New York to do that. If I knew that existed, 100% I'd do that.
The first time I went to New York, so the first day we for the first couple of days did like some tourist shit or whatever. Then one of the days, bear in mind I'm like 17 at the time, and was it the first time? Might have been the second time, but one of the times I went to New York and I was just like, I'm going to every place I've heard. No, it must have been the second time. I'm going to every place I've heard on like a hip hop song. So I went to Queensbridge, I was in Queens already, but I went to Marcy. I went to Red Hook. I went to Queensbridge, 41st Side. I went to, where else did I go?
You can see Queensbridge from Queens as well, can't you? Like you can stand there and just look at Queensbridge.
Where I was, I couldn't. Like, right. I couldn't see those buildings, but I wanted to, I had to go. I went to so many different places, man. Only place I didn't go to Harlem, Uptown. I didn't make it that far because New York is massive, man. Like it takes you fucking ages.
So the first time I went to New York, me, Scott, and Deacon, Sweatshop Deacon went. I don't think you've ever met Scott, but like we all got on they met me there. They met me at the airport. I didn't even know they were coming. They did it as a surprise because it's my birthday. So we all got on a plane together. Literally,
ate coffee cake.
Yeah, I ate my coffee cake on the plane. Literally within 10 minutes of being on the plane, my mate Scott emptied an entire fucking glass of tomato juice all over Deacon. Like he had a white t-shirt on as well, and he just had this. It looked like he'd murdered someone with his mouth. But like, we got there, and they were staying in a different hotel because the promoter put me in this like fairly decent little hotel, like this little like boutique hotel. So they were staying around the corner, and I literally got there, went to my hotel, had a shower, put some different clothes on, walked out, and literally walked straight into Guru. Like Guru, like this, yeah, I know, it's fucking mad. Like right in Manhattan as well. Like I walked straight out, and Guru was standing in front of me. I didn't know what to say. Like I stood there and had like probably like a 15-minute like conversation. He just stopped in the street, and he was like, do you recognize me? Like in his Guru voice. And I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah. Like that. And he's so safe as well. Like he just stood there and had like a fucking, in my head, it was 15 minutes. It might be about 5 minutes, but like, I was just completely buzzing. And cause I wanted to do exactly the same as what you wanted to do. Like my first spot I wanted to go to was Fat Beats. I want to go to Fat Beats, buy some tunes.
Oh, can I go to Fat Beats? No, I
it's really hard to find. It was really hard to find at the time because he's on the second floor, just on this real like industrial road, and you go there and like it was fucking wicked. Love going to Fat Beats. Now I was playing at this place called Halcyon in the meatpacking district. I think it was Halcyon, or maybe that was a place in there, but it was a meatpacking district anyway. Went there, fucking horrible. They had a massive, great big console mixer with no crossfader. It was all knobs. Like so, it was fine, and then. My plan for the next day was to do exactly that, to try and get to the Bronx, try and get to Queens, at least go on. I like try and get to Harlem, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to tell you what happened that night, but I didn't leave someone's flat for like 2 days. And then when I got on a flight home, it was fucking mad. Like, but my next time there, I went and did all that. Like, I didn't get to the Bronx, but I went to Spanish Harlem. I went to Queens because my mate lived in Queens from Australia, and you could literally see Queensbridge from his back garden. I was like, that's cool. I don't really need to go there. I've seen Queensbridge now. But yeah, I went to. I spent loads of time in Brooklyn as well. It was fucking great. Like Brooklyn. I didn't go to Marcy, but I went to Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Bedford-Stuyvesant, the livest one. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't. Did I go there? Man. I think I might have gone there as well. I think I walked through Bed-Stuy. One of the things that obviously this was the day. I think by the time the latest place I went to, I was in Queensbridge for a little bit, but when I first got there and I'm like got off the train, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get out of the train. I'm gonna see Mobb Deep, like or like those kind of. It's gonna be that kind of vibe. It's gonna be like the 41st side. It's gonna be crazy. And I got out, and the first 3 people I saw was an old woman and a little white girl and a little black girl playing. So the old woman was at like waiting at the bus stop, which is right outside the station, and this little white girl and this little black girl were just kind of just playing. And I was like, oh wait, this is like a normal. Is this normal? Like it's a normal place.
These places just normal.
Yeah. And so like I took a picture of the sign and then was walking through and then saw the guys like hanging out on the benches and I was like, oh shit, this is where the shit goes down.
Yeah.
And I'm there, with like my fucking camera like around my neck like a fucking tourist, right? Walking around and they're like, yo, what's going on, man? Like, where you got the camera? And I was just like, yeah, I'm from London, innit? And they're like, oh shit, you from London, homie? And like, what do you do? Yeah, I rap. And I started rapping with them and stuff. And I was like,
sick.
That was literally like one of the best times of my life. Just being
like,
I
can imagine. I can well imagine.
God, I got to rap with Queensbridge people who probably were nobody, but to me, they were like,
doesn't matter from Queensbridge.
Yeah, like. And you know when you want to ask them questions like, so do you know Havoc? like, you know, if I did, I'd probably get some stories. But
you at least know Big Noid.
Yeah.
Come on,
Big Noid was.
Is one of you Big Noid?
I was probably rapping with Big Noid. Like it was probably Tragedy was probably the other one there. Like real shit, man. But yeah, it was jokes, man. It's cool, yeah, because like, when we first got into music. The people that we looked up to that we never seen before, we just heard of these people. And I remember the first time going to like going to WKD and Underworld and all these places and seeing rappers that you'd only ever seen in magazines and being like, oh my God, like this is crazy. And like in my new life now as a fucking roller skater, there's like people that you look up that you see doing all this shit, all these tricks and whatever. You're like, oh my God, these guys are crazy. And like now I'm going to these places and I'm seeing them. I'm like, oh shit, that's the guy I see on fucking YouTube. Or I see them on Instagram, and it's like that same feeling of like, oh shit, like something I haven't felt for, I don't know, man, like 20 years of being excited about something. Nowadays, you can't excite me with a rapper. Like it's not gonna work. But
no, see, I'm still excited by like rappers are still like kind of rappers that I like anyway. Are still like superheroes to me. Like, and I've never kind of lost that. But I think it's because I've never really worked in that business. It's like DJs I don't give a fuck about. Like DJs I used to get excited about. I know I'm better than all of them, so it doesn't really matter to me anymore. I've reached peak boss status when it comes to like skillful DJing, so I don't really give a fuck anymore. I know that sounds egotistical and it's not really supposed to be.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Go, man, go.
But with rappers are still fucking superheroes to me. When like Shabam Sadiq likes one of my comments or one of my pictures or I look through like my follows and I see like the rappers that follow me on there, I turn into a giddy little fucking schoolgirl. I really do. Like,
I feel the same way, man. I feel the same. Like even like now I'm getting to MC in drum and bass raves with all the people I grew up listening to. And you get flipping nervous when you're on set with them. They don't understand that you're nervous, but it's because you've always heard them on tapes from when you were in school and you idolize them, innit? And now you're going back to back with them. Sometimes you're like, fuck. And then even like, you just the same bar just keeps coming in your head. All your other bars have just gone out the window. And you're like, fucking hell, man, what the fuck? And then you're just trying to think of bar. And then it's like, oh, shit. And do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to fuck up in front of your idols, innit?
Yeah, but I feel like that only works with like the guys who you kind of came up listening to. Like the new ones that don't do that to me. To me, the guys who I still go, oh shit, would be like Skinny Man. Like every time I've spent a lot of time with Skinny Man. I've seen Skinny Man so many times. We've had so many conversations on the phone, in person, whatever. But every single time I see Skinny Man, it's still like, oh shit, that's fucking Skinny Man. And I don't think that will ever go. But
I've done this set with X-Man the other month on radio,
Yeah.
And I said to him, brother, it was hard doing that set with you because I was just listening to your bars because I know them all off by heart.
See.
And then when I've got to come in after you've done a 16, I'm still reciting your bars in my head. So
but that says something. That says something as well because like X-Man. He's a legend, like absolutely legendary status, like in that scene. But also really like kind of approachable and touchable, and like you're standing next to him on was that on RTR or something like that?
Nah, it was on the next one in I can't remember what it was called.
But these guys are still doing that stuff. They're still out there in the trenches, doing the field, doing that stuff.
See, X-Man. X-Man doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know who X-Man is as far as like what he's done in the past. I only know X-Man because of you, AC. I met him when I was with you, innit? So
did you? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I think it was his birthday. I swear it was his birthday bash or something.
Nah, you met Trigger with me.
No, X-Man was there as well.
Oh, was X-Man there as well?
Yeah,
okay.
But Trigger's all both of them. Like, I know they're massive in the game, but I don't know them from that. I just know them from like, you saying you're good, and I talk to them on that level. So it's never like, oh my god, these people are massive. I obviously respect what they do, but it's so weird because it's like, you're just someone I know who's like, but at the same time, it shows how cool they are. They're just down to earth, man.
Yeah. Same with Skibber, innit? Like doing a set with him, you're just like fucking hell, man, and like all them
Skibber and Shabba and people like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like now you start getting more used to it. Like so first set I done with Fat Man D, I was fucking nervous as fuck. But like, you know,
I can't imagine you nervous, AC. I didn't even know you were a fan of anyone. I just thought you'd be like, oh, fuck you, man. I don't fuck.
Nah. I met them all. They're all cunts.
People there. All them people like Skibber, Shabba, Foxy, Fat Man D, MC Fats, Fearless, who else? All the X-Man, all these guys. They're like the ones who really influenced me to even think about doing anything.
Yeah.
And then obviously it would be like the UK big rappers who come out, but I didn't know about them. I only knew about the rave MCs first, who were UK people, and then I found about UK hip hop after. So I didn't really know about that. So they're like the first people I heard spitting in the English accent is them, innit? So that's like, even though like obviously London Posse was doing that before or whatever, but I didn't know about them, innit? So,
well, it's like me with DJs, right? Like Jazzy Jeff, I've met Jazzy Jeff like twice. Again, like there's not
him before, but you know.
What's that?
I've done shows with him before, but
killer, mate. Like it doesn't matter how many times I hear him, I see him, whatever, chat to him. Yeah, see, Master Ace, I love my honest. Like you're talking my language, but like
shot a video for him, but you know.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But like DJs like that, but also like kind of if it's Babu, if it's like I was playing at the chip shop like not last Christmas before, and Prime Cuts just turned up, right? So Prime Cuts is like one of the scratch perverts, one of the most achieved fucking inventive scratch DJs of all time. And he came up, he goes, all right, Terry, like that. He goes, oh, fucking cut it up, like that. And my bumhole went, I was all Mr. Confident, just fucking killing it. Like, just cutting it up, like pointing my fingers at people, like just doing what I do, Mr. Showman. And then Prime Cuts turns up and I turn into just like an average DJ because I forget what I'm doing. It's fucking mad how these things can affect you.
Yeah,
like if Babu, like he's the DJ from Dilated Peoples, but he was in like a group called the Beat Junkies before, and he's like this legendary fucking DJ, and I still listen to his sets now. And there's very few DJs that I will listen to like an hour-long live stream from because I watch him and I learn something new every time. But like when I met him way back, like beginning of the 2000s, again, I didn't know what to say. I just turned into, and I always know what to say. I'm always like, I don't get nervous around people or anything like that. And he's like, Babu.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. It's mental.
Yeah, but the more you meet them, then I find like the less you get like now, because I've done more sets, say with Foxy or Fat Man D or Shabba, around them that I can spit comfortably. I'm cool. I don't get that kind of thing. But still around certain like X-Man, Skibber, certain ones like, you know, a Trigger I can spit with him and it's cool, innit? Bassman's cool. Like, but certain guys, I haven't done too many sets with them. So there's still that nerves thing. But like the more you do it, and then like even when some of them, they know your lyrics now and they're backing you up when you're doing it, or they're backing you up on your crowd hypes, then you get very comfortable.
Lydia.
Like, raw.
Chlamydia.
Do you know what I'm saying? So then you're just like,
Paige.
Raw. Yeah.
AIDS.
See, you know that you could be my hype man in a rave, Terry.
I spent a day with Master Ace and not really knowing who he was.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my hip hop knowledge is like not that great anyway. Yeah, especially like old school hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
And
because he's not a megastar. Like he's a favorite rapper's favorite rapper. But
what was really mad was after I spent a day with him, I was like, let me check Master Ace's music again. Like, and I was like, wait, I love this track. Shit, that was him on that. I was like, oh my god, like fucking hell. And I just spent the whole day just, can you stand over there, please, mate? Yeah, no, you're in it. Like, just
well, that's the thing. Around, like. Someone like that probably appreciates that. Like, rather than you going, hello, Master Ace, can you just stand there a little bit, please?
That's why when I met Pharaoh Monch, he didn't tell me he was Pharaoh Monch. Yeah. And I was just talking to him. And you
tried to sell him a CD and he didn't buy it.
Yeah, no, I sold him a CD. He bought the fucking CD.
Did he?
Yeah. So like I was like, I swear I seen you on TV or something. He was like, yeah, maybe. And then I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, so what's your name? He just told me his real name. Yeah, I was like, oh,
what's his real name?
I don't know. I can't.
I need to start doing that, man.
Years ago. So I sold him a CD.
I need to be more humble.
Then later, the girl who was with him, she came back. And I said to her, yeah, well, who was that guy? I swear I said, she was like, oh, that's Pharaoh Monch. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, man, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
He's not like that. He's just cool with it.
Same thing happened to me. I was with this guy. I was like, what's your name? He's like, my name's Sean.
Yeah.
Sean Carter. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, who's that over there? Oh, that's just my wife, B. I was like, all right, cool.
All right, sorted. Bernice, come over here.
Sorted, right, cool. Can you not get in him? I'm trying to get his fucking video here, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Is your mic on? Yeah. Nah, man. But yeah, guys, it's been an emotional one. We've had some topics spoken about. Yeah. Well, you not got a plan for. Oh, actually, can I apologize to the? I need to apologize to the listener. The listener of this podcast. We have one listener. Actually, no, we have about 2 or 3 actually.
What would you think to your wife?
She's the main one, I would say. She's the one who like kind of gives us the feedback, lets us know if what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong.
Yeah.
She's the one who goes, "What was that got bleeped out? Oh, what was that?" That she gets to hear the stuff we're gonna do when we start doing the Patreon stuff.
Yeah, the
people can pay to hear like the backstories of stuff, the names we have to block out.
I really want to shout out where AC lives.
Oh, fucking hell, man!
I'm not going to.
She goes to me. Terry's the only person who could do something that really annoys you and you still laugh. Like if that was anyone else, you'd be like, for fuck's sake. I was like, and the funniest thing is the day after I'm editing this thing, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I'm like, oh, did I miss any? I don't know if I missed any. Like, yeah, but yeah.
Because I was expecting to listen to it and then have the word in there and go, oh, fuck.
Oh, well, at least you're listening to double check that I don't miss anything out, man. But yeah, apologies for us not having a podcast, this podcast being late. I'm the only one who takes this podcast seriously.
Hey, what the fuck, man? I said I was cool with it. I had the evening free.
I can't do it if just you, man.
No, but I'm just saying, don't put me in that category.
Don't put you in the category of Terry.
You couple of cunts just make me out like that. Because what? A man has to work. A man has to get shit done. And it's 2 days late. You couple of fucking.
Yeah, but I wasn't complaining. Terry, I wasn't complaining. I was like, yeah, that's cool. No, but I just don't want to be put in the category, innit?
You're in a category. You could be in a cunt. That's what you are.
It's about the supporters, man. We need to be there for the support.
Yeah, we do.
So obviously, Terry has a real job, so he has to work. And also AC also has a real job, so sometimes AC has to work. I'm the only cunt who.
You got a real job? What are you talking about?
Yeah, kind of.
You're saving kids' lives out here, man.
Yeah, nah, for real. But yeah, we'll put it this way: you get a podcast today, and you also get a podcast near the end of the week as well. So you kind of get 2. You know what I mean? We're doubling back. So
we're not looping around to back on Sunday, so you get them on Monday or whatever.
Yeah,
we'll do one on Thursday.
You're good. But please, guys, can you please subscribe to the YouTube channel? Please keep sharing the videos. Please keep sharing the content. Let your people know we're out here doing this. We've been getting some really good feedback. I don't know why good feedback surprises me, because I just think we're a bunch of cunts chatting shit. But a lot of people like appreciate what we do. And it's always good to hear. So
it is, and I tell you what, the amount of people that are coming up to me, like students, friends, people in the street, whatever. No people in the street yet. Like,
no, yeah, it's happening.
Not yet.
But
the amount of people that are coming to me and saying, I fucking love the podcast, man. I really, really like it. You lot are so funny and blah, 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 blah. Write out on the, go rate us. Go put a comment. If you can, go put a comment on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube or whatever. Let us know.
It does help us out, man.
Yeah.
And I know, like I said to the guys when we first started this, man, it's going to be a long slug to get to anywhere where we can be like, you know what I mean, get our numbers up. But
it's the long pig.
The
long pig podcast. But yeah, we're having fun doing it, man. We're having fun. So
the long slug. The long slug is what they call the snake when they eat that. The flat chicken is a child.
The flat chicken,
you know. Jesus.
The kids. Oh, that's disgusting. That's so nasty, man. But yeah, guys, have a great week. Peace and love.
So what are you lot doing this week?
Stay blessed. I'm not even going to do that bit. I'm not even going to ask anyone what they were doing. But go on if you want.
Terry, what are you doing?
Fuck off. Carry on.
Shit.
All right.
All I'm doing is roller skating. That's what I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
I had some good news this week.
Oh, what's going on?
One of the videos I'm in got 1 million views on YouTube.
Shit.
Which one?
Come on,
it's a car bars one, isn't it? It's a car bars one. I'm only in the back seat though, so you can't really. It's not really doing me any favors in it. I'm in the
Crime
seat.
Stoppers one.
but yeah, man. There's two of them that have done 1 million views. I'm in both of them. So
they're getting pretty big then, those car bar ones.
Yeah, but this one I'm only in the back seat, so it kind of this.
It's still 1 million people seeing your face.
They're not really seeing my face because I'm in the back seat. It doesn't really help.
I'm in the boot. But I was changing the tyre while they were doing it.
But I mean, someone did notice my punchline in there, so that was cool. They put that in the comments. So I was like, okay, that was good. Yeah, it was all right. So yeah, man, that was a bit of good news. Bit of rare good news for once. So
we're getting back out. I'd say the best news is the fucking cinemas are open, man.
Yeah.
Definitely going to the cinema this week.
I think lockdown's going to come again. We got third lockdown, 2020.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to cinema now, make the most out of it. Cinema in Luton's open.
Now. They need to bring it out ASAP.
Yeah. So I just want Black Widow. That's all I want. I want to see Black Widow. I'm happy to go back into lockdown again. I don't give a fuck.
If they make Black Widow, though, they've got to make it a way where she survives.
It's made. It's done. It's been done for like 2 years.
Nah, but you mean make it
survive?
She survives in Infinity, whatever the fuck.
Okay, no, but there's a lot of theories because obviously the Soul Stone, the timing, there's a lot of ways that they can bring her back. To me,
it's the fractured timeline. If they're going to do it,
they brought back Gamora though. Gamora came back
exactly.
Time, so
it's going to be the fractured timeline, I reckon, because that's what they've done. That's what they've done with Gamora, and that's what they're going to do with. Well, that's what they've done with Loki.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, because he died in Endgame.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Everyone's coming back. Bring Black Widow back, man. Stop playing with us, man.
There's constant rumors. I'd love to see Black Widow back.
She's a really good character.
Yeah, she's wicked.
She's a really good character.
And they got to do, obviously, if they're going to do her solo film, they got to do a sequel to that.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about Black Widow is there's like so much stuff before she was an actual Avenger. There's like an entire world before she was an Avenger.
What, when she was like KGB or something?
Yeah, when she was like a Russian secret agent.
Okay, yeah. Cool, man.
Anyway, let's fuck off.
All right,
cool.
Right.
Later. Guys, blessings, peace, look after yourselves. Nice. He's still there. He's still there, man. Say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, peace and love, man. One.
How you have been going around and going like you are the bigger than, but here comes the Dan of all Dan, make you look like Dandelion.
Peace. Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.